Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That's my co-host, Charles Jackson. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right, man.
Man. Hey, these playoffs ain't been that bad, low-key. This first round, it ain't been the worst. It's a lot. It's some game sixes. They said this is the most game sixes since 2013, something like that. Yo, Pistons are surviving barely. They are surviving barely. Um, but life's good. Life's good. They're playing Kingdom Hearts. Man, that game is good. That game is good. Been playing Kingdom Hearts too, man. That game is very good. And shout out to the people that came in through the watch parties last week, man. Watch parties were very, very good. And I like the watch parties. I think the watch parties are more of it's calm. It's not all about basketball. You can talk basketball, obviously, but it's about anything else. Like you was talking about really anime towards the end of it. Like I like stuff like that. Like just it's more of a chill, calm vibe. So shout out to y'all watch parties, and we hope to do more watch parties in the future. But let's get it started, bro. We're gonna wait to go over all these playoff series and who we got winning like the rest of the series. But let's start with the teams that did get eliminated. Let's start with the Phoenix Suns first. Phoenix Suns got swept by the OKC Thunder. Devin Booker really didn't have a great series, but Shea Gildress had a masterclass. But about the Suns, Dylan Brooks was decent. Jalen Green had ups and downs, but it's really about Devin Booker really didn't play that good. So, in your thoughts, what is next for the Phoenix Suns going into the offseason?
I thought Dylan Brooks had a great series. So I feel like because I think Colin Gillespie and Mark Williams need to be resigned. So I think they need to resign those two guys. And I think they need to go get a point guard. Because having Devin Booker run point or have him and Jalen Green or Dylan Brooks be point guard by committee, that's not going to work out for future success because Devin Booker was the best player on your guys' team, and he wasn't taking the most shots. Jalen Green, Brooks was taking most shots than him some games, and you needed him to get going in order for you to have a chance in that series. So I think that going to go get a point guard would not only help Devin Booker, but would also help the team in general. I think Ja be a good trade target for them. I think letting Jalen Green go, even though he did play great when he did play for the Suns. I think that trading him for Ja will give the Grizzlies a new fresh life, and then they give Ja fresh life, and then pairing him with Booker would be really good. They might not be that good defensively in the backcourt, but if they play team defense, they'll be all right. So yeah, I think they need to go get a point guard and go get Ja and re-sign Colin Gillespie and Mark Williams.
So is it what about Malawatch though? Do you think it's time for him to maybe I would maybe not start, but at least this next year get way more minutes than he did in his rookie year?
Yeah, next year. Yeah, next year. I mean, that's a given. Next year he's gonna get more tick, regardless. I mean, he was a lottery pick for a reason, so I don't think they're just gonna have him sitting on the bench.
That's why I was like, you said resign Mark Williams. It's like,
I don't think Malawatch is ready yet. He didn't really play last year, so we can't start him off back.
hmm. But then see, this is the thing with Mark Williams. He got injured. They could have used him. I'm not saying they was gonna be OKC, but they could have used him, and he was not there when you needed him. And this is why the Lakers, were hesitant to trade for him. And well, they traded for him, but backed out of the trade because he gets injured. And that's the thing. It's like I don't think whatever. I don't know what his worth is. Like I don't know what type of contract he can get, but whatever it is, I don't know if I pay it to him because he can't stay healthy. He just can't. I thought he was good last year, but then this year he played pretty good, but then when you need him the most in the playoffs, he wasn't there. So that's why I was like, when you said resign, I was like, I don't know because he gets hurt. But I mean, for the Suns, we have to look at Devin Booker. Like, you didn't play good. Like, you just didn't play good this playoffs. Like, and I get it. OKC's defense, that's fine. But there should be no way Dylan Brooks should be better than you on the team. There should be no way. And then Jalen Green, I know he didn't have like magnificent games in the playoffs, but in the play-in, he was better than you. So now, like I said last week, everybody's looking at Devin Booker. We're all looking at Devin Booker and be like, can you really be the guy that can lead us to the championship team? I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's like this number one guy. I think he could be he's a great, really good number two. But like, can he lead us? I don't know. I do think you need to resign Colin Gillespie, like you said. He was really good for them coming off the bench. Because he only signed, I'm looking at it now. He only was getting paid 2.2. Man, I think he could get at least double digits
Yeah.
now.
At least he can get at least 13, 11 to 13, maybe even 15.
I think he can at least get that on maybe the open market. You definitely need to get like another big. You still got Grayson Allen. You still got Royce O'Neal on contract. Ryan Dunn. It is what it is. You still got Dylan Brooks for another year. Jalen Green at 33 million. You know, like I said, last week you brought up. Well, this week you just brought up Ja. I think that's perfect. I think you do need like just a point guard and let Devin Booker be one of the best scorers in the league and not have to put all this stuff on his plate. Like he had to do a lot. And I mean, and I think he's okay with like, yeah, I'm cool with doing it, but I don't think I want to really do this. I think they just really need a legit point guard. Like if they had like a Chris Paul type point guard, I think it'd be good. But it's not a lot of Chris Paul type point guards out there. I thought Tyus Jones would be the answer last year. He was bad. And they just haven't found one since. So I agree with you 100%. Resign Colin Gillespie and find a big. I think the Suns are still going to be a good team. Like they're still going to be
Yeah.
good. Like, are they going to be playoff contender?
No.
No. But they're still going to be a good team. I think they can flirt around 6 seed. No, not 6 seed. My bad. Not 6. Well, yeah, maybe they could, depending on how life works. They could be like a 6 seed, but they're most likely gonna be a play-in team. And that's okay. Like, I don't think nobody expects the Suns to win a championship. You just want to be a good team, which they were last year. They exceeded all our expectations. Like they were really good. So, but
And like you said,
I'll go ahead, my
relying on
bad.
Devin Booker to do everything, that's not his game. You know what I mean? Like having him play point, having him rebound, having him steal chances, that's not his game at all. And then having him do that, that takes a lot of energy to do that. That's not easy for a guy to go out there and do everything. Um, so yeah, having Ja would definitely relinquish some of that point guard duty and free up some of that free up some of his for some of that space for him to operate as a scorer. So they need to go do that ASAP.
I want to see if they can. I want to see if you can do it one for one. Let me see. Let's see.
Because there's no need for Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks on your team.
Let me see real quick. It does work though. Jalen Green for Ja Morant, straight up. It works.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's my thing. Well, is I think if Memphis, if they are committed to the full rebuild, I'm cool with that. Because like you said, you got Zach Edey. He'll come back off the foot injury. Cedric Howard had a really good year last year. You like Jalen Wells. You add Jalen Green, and you got like now maybe not lottery picks, but 2 first round picks this year to add to that group. If I'm Memphis, I'm like, okay, we cooking. Like we cooking up something. And Jalen Green could at least be the focal point. It's just my thing is with if I'm the Suns. Now me, I wouldn't care, but do they want not backlash, but just do they want to trade? But all comes with Ja Morant. That's the thing. That's my thing. And I think
I mean,
if I'm them, you
they
do it.
want to win. Yeah, if they want to win. Well, on Takeathons, Memphis got the 6th pick right now. If they could find some way to flip them 2 lottery picks to move up, and go draft a cuff or one of these point guards, they'll be all right. Or they can wait and see if they can get Flemings. Um, that'll be good for them too. That way they get their point guard, and then their team is not set, but they got a lot of pieces for their team now.
Where's that pick? The one from the Magic though. Where is that at?
That's like 16.
Nah. Well, maybe you could get somebody okay, decent at 16, maybe. So, I mean, it depends on how the lottery goes for Memphis. I feel like if they're top 5, you cool. And if somewhere,
Mhm.
wherever like the Magic land, obviously during this playoff run, they'll be okay. But for the Suns, I mean, they had a successful season. Suns had a successful season. You can't knock them for going up against a juggernaut in OKC. Like that's just what happens. Everybody knew they wouldn't beat them. It's just the fact that they basically dominated. They dominated y'all.
No J-Dub too for like 2
J-Dub
games.
J-Dub missed 2 games and a half, and y'all was basically getting dominated. So, but I mean, the Suns still had a successful season, so I'm really not upset at them. The next team I got eliminated, the Portland Trailblazers. The Portland Trailblazers were a surprising team. They made the play-in. They beat the Suns, went to the playoffs as a 7th seed, and they did face the Spurs. They did lose 4-1. And to a degree, you thought the Blazers would give them some go. They did win game 2. Obviously, Wemby got hurt. But game 3 was a competitive battle without Wemby. But then really game 4 and 5 were kind of like blowouts to a degree. But overall, Portland did have a great season, successful season for them. So, in your thoughts, what is next for the Portland Trailblazers this offseason?
I think this is a little tricky. I mean, I think outside of they starting 5, I feel like they starting 5 is good. And once Dame come back, they'll be all right. But I'll say they need more of a bench. But I'm kind of conflicted on what they're gonna do because they got Scoot, they got Shaden, they got Drew, and they got Dame. And all those guys, there's a bunch of guards they got over there. So what are you gonna do with them? Um, but I feel like health is just everybody needs to stay healthy again. I want to see them running back. I don't really think they need to do anything else outside of, get some more bench pieces. Um, Probably get like a backup forward. But other than that, I just think they need to run it back, develop more. I don't really think they need anything for real, for real. I mean, there's talks about Giannis going there, but other than that, I just think they need to run it back again and go get some more depth on that bench.
I think my thing is with the Blazers, what are you gonna do with Jeremy Grant? Is it finally time you guys trade him? Try to get something back for him. What are you gonna do with Scoot? Scoot showed some flashes in the playoffs. He showed some flashes. And at the end of the year, like Charles keeps saying, he showed some flashes. Is Scoot starting going into next year? Do you start Drew Holiday? Do you bring Drew Holiday off the bench? Because Dame's starting when he comes back. So what are you gonna do?
I think they're gonna start Dame and Drew.
Okay, so you have to figure out what you got to do with all these guards. Like you got a lot of guards. And then Shaden Sharp. This the one thing I don't like what Thiago Splitter was doing. I don't know why Shaden Sharp can't get more than 20 minutes. I'm confused. Don't know why. And I felt like he had a good. Injury. Nah, I'm not. I can't do that, bro. I'm not.
He was coming off injury.
I can't. 20 minutes.
And then you throw him 30 minutes into the playoffs, just coming right.
I never said 30. I never said 30. I said 20. I said 20. I said he can't play 20 minutes. Bro, in the play-in tournament, he played 21. Then in game 1, he played 22. Then in the next 4 games, he played 13, 14, 13, and 6.
I mean, he wasn't really shooting that well, though. So,
I mean, he only attempted, I felt like he only gave you 5 shots a game. I felt like he never really got an opportunity to do anything if I only give him 13 minutes. I mean, we know what Shaden Sharp can do. He's uber athletic. He can score. I just feel like you can at least give me more than 20 minutes.
He didn't look right out there, though. When I was watching them games, he didn't look like the same Shaden Sharp during the regular season. He looked timid out there. I don't know if it was still the injury lingering, or what? He just didn't look the same. Well, in my opinion, he just didn't look the same.
But game 4 though, he only gets 6 minutes. You telling me I can't get 10? He should at least get double-digit minutes. That's all I'm saying. I feel like he's better than that. But really, with the Blazers, like, what are you gonna do? And it's like, do you trade for Giannis? Like, you do have the pieces to do it. It's just, are you willing to do it? That's my thing. I don't know. I don't know what the Blazers are gonna try to do. But I mean, you do got a lot of fours. What is like? I mean, you said Drew started, so we got Dame, Drew, Denny, Tumani, and then Donovan Clingan. I think Robert Williams might be a fridge, or at least he has 1 year left. Then you got Jeremy Grant. Robert Williams was good for them.
Yeah, I would keep him.
He was good for them. You got Jeremy Grant. I think it might be time to trade him. You do get Drew Holiday, so it's like, what are you gonna do? And then with the owner being super cheap, who knows who the coach is gonna be? So whoever the new coach is, or if it is Splitter again, you guys got to figure out what you're gonna do. Y'all got to figure this out. So, I mean, the Blazers. What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say the thing is, I don't see how Giannis and Denny is gonna fit together because we've seen that Denny is the best with the ball in his hands, and then once Dame comes, who's gonna be your point guard when you come back? Because you got Drew, you got Dame, and then you got Denny, and then if you trade for Giannis, now you got Giannis. Like that's a lot of guys that are really good with the ball in their hands. So how are you gonna make that work? And then on top of that, that means you're gonna force Denny to be more of a 3-point shooter. I'm not saying that Denny can't hit the 3 ball, but he's best effective when he's going downhill. So I don't know if that Giannis trade will really be a good trade for them, to be honest. Yeah, anybody would love to have Giannis, but that doesn't necessarily mean he fits the team. And then you got Clingan. Like Clingan's been shooting threes, but he's not really like a volume 3-point shooter. And Giannis plays best with a shooting big. So it's like, how's that gonna work?
I don't know, but I feel like with the Blazers, I think they really don't.
What's up, Francisco?
Yo, Francisco, my guy, what's up? Just popped up. The KG isn't a superstar team. Tell me that's a joke, right? You got to ask Charles there. Ask him that. That's his opinion. He think that. That's on him. But with the Blazers, I don't think they really have to do anything. The West is getting kind of loaded. So is it probably time to make a trade for, say, another superstar? Or you just be like, our acquisition is technically Dame. Like, that's our superstar acquisition. That's my thing. So with the Blazers overall, I think they're cool. They were a good team this year, you know, was a 7th seed. So congratulations to them. And we could get way more in deep on like just that series and whole. So, you know, that's it for like what's next for those two teams. We probably should have talked about some more teams, but teams couldn't do their job. A lot of teams, they're still alive. But so I do want to get into some takeaways. Then we will get into the playoffs. I want to ask. Did you see the new playoff format that they're probably gonna do? Did you see that? Okay, let me see if I can bring it up real quick. Let's find this real quick. Let's find this. Okay. So this is what it says, according to Shams. A 3-2-1 lottery details. Expands the draft lottery to 16 teams. Includes regulation zone where bottom 3 teams are penalized with fewer lottery balls for the number 1
You said
pick.
playoffs.
What?
You said playoffs. That's the draft. The lottery.
Oh, my bad. I meant to say expands the draft lottery 16 teams, includes regulation zone. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's what I meant, my bad. I meant to say draft.
You said playoffs.
Oh, my bad. That's my bad. But I'll just read it just for everybody. Teams are penalized with fewer lottery balls for no 1 pick. Teams that don't qualify for playoff/play-in but stay out of regulation zone get 3 lottery balls each. No team can win top pick in consecutive years or win 3 consecutive top 5 picks. Teams cannot protect picks in the 12 to 15 slots. Starts in 2027, runs through 2029 with reevaluation after that. And then somebody put up a picture would basically say, this is how it would be. So remember how the top 3 teams each got the same amount of chances. So like this year, the worst, second, and third worst teams will have 14% chance. But in the new odds, they will only have a 5.4% chance. And then the fourth worst, fifth worst, they will have the fourth worst team will have 12, fifth 10, 6, 9. But in the new regulation, the fourth team will have 8% chance, fifth 8% chance. All these teams basically from fourth to 10th will have better chances than the top 3 teams. And the teams that are 11 through 14 will have basically the same amount of chances as the 3 worst teams. So, what's your thoughts on this new draft lottery format?
Yeah, I don't like it because how the team that's finishing 9th, 10th, or 11th, how do they have better odds than the bottom 3 teams? That makes no sense. The point of the draft is for the weak teams to get better. But now you're gonna prolong that because how are the weak teams gonna get better? Only like for instance, the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets, regardless of who they get this year, they're not going to be in the chance to get a 9th, 10th, or 11th seed. They're still going to be a bottom 3 team in the East. So now you're telling me that they can't build through the draft now? I mean, yeah, they have a 5% chance, but they was talking about like as far as lottery balls. They get 2 lottery balls instead of 3. So it's like they don't even really get a chance to even rebuild their team for real, because now instead of you can't even get consecutive number 1 picks now.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't like the new format at all. I don't like the new rules at all. The teams that are actually bad, they can't get better now.
And then they showed a picture of the Spurs. If it was the new format, they wouldn't even got Dylan Harper. According to the new format, they wouldn't even got him.
Yeah, so it's supposed to kick in next year,
right? Yeah. No, I think it's yeah, start in 2027 draft. So yeah, technically next year. My thing is, so I'm looking, it's like no team can win the top pick in consecutive years. So if I'm the worst record, where do you do that? How does that work? Do I go say second? And then the team that was probably, let's just hypothetically say 5 games better than me, what they get the first pick then? How does that work? Or you still do it kind of randomly? Like, I don't know how that works. And then it says, you can't win 3, you can't be basically in the top 5 3 consecutive years. But my thing is, what if, again, this comes back to, what if my team gets hurt? What if we get hurt? I can't control that my players get hurt. I can't control that. Like with the Pacers this year. Obviously, we knew the Pacers would tank it. But at the same time, they were hurt. Best player was hurt. Ben Mathurin, when he was on the team, was hurt. A lot of those guys were hurt.
Yeah, everybody got hurt.
So how can you penalize me for that? And why are you basically giving the teams that is in the middle of the pack, basically them teams that could be a playing team, better chances than the worst team? How does that work? I don't get that. Like you telling me,
revisit that.
I saw something that said some of these GMs and owners and stuff, they not really messing with it. They're not. Yeah,
because it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. How the hell are you gonna reward the teams that are fighting for a playoff spot with draft compensation? That's already tell you the teams that are fighting for a play-in playoff spot. They tell you they already have decent teams enough to make the playoffs versus the teams that are bottom 3. They don't even have a chance to compete. So,
Adam Silver, figure this out, bro. Sometimes recently, man, you've been kind of tweaking, bro.
Trying to make so many changes.
The Lakers, the Bulls, and the Nets are potential suitors for Peyton Watson that are likely to have the relinquished spending power to present an offer sheet that causes Angus in Denver. So you like Peyton Watson on either the Lakers, Bulls, or the Nets?
If he wants to win, I say the Lakers. If he wants to get paid, I say either go to Brooklyn or Chicago. I like him on the Lakers though, because I don't think the playing for the Lakers, you have the spotlight on you even more than other teams. But I think he'll be able to deal with it since he's been with Denver, and they've won a championship, so he know what that pressure is like. But yeah, I like him on the Lakers, and then that gives Luka Another 3-and-D guy. So yeah, I like him on the Lakers.
I think the Lakers is cool. You put pairing with Luke and if AR is there next year, you get like you said 3-and-D, a slashing type wing, and one of the best probably on ball defenders in the league. He will probably be the Rui Hachimura replacement. I think Rui Hachimura is a better shooter than Peyton Watson, but
Well, I
defense.
don't know, man. The way Peyton was shooting this year
Hey,
versus how Rui was shooting.
Rui Hachimura, a mid-range demon though. He a mid-range demon. I ain't gonna lie. I think Rui a better shooter, but I think Peyton Watson just more athletic, and I think is a way better defender than Rui Hachimura. That's just me though. The Bulls do got a lot of cap space, so they could offer a bag. They could do it. The Bulls could do it. So my thing is, well, I mean, the Bulls got a lot to do. So, Josh Giddey, Montes, Peyton. After that, I have no clue who else. I really don't know.
Rookie that they just drafted.
Oh, well, yeah, whatever rookie.
Well, that depends on position. Court.
True that. The Nets need a lot of things. So the Nets probably would be there to throw a bag at a player like him. So I wouldn't be upset at it. Let's see. Your Pistons. We go talk about the Pistons way more. But the Detroit Pistons are expected to go star hunting this summer with the following players as the targets: Spurs Shams, Trey Murphy, and Lauri Markkanen.
I don't think. Who do I want? I low-key would rather have Lauri for the size.
I think Trey
Murphy. Yeah, Trey Murphy's not bad at all, and he's younger, so he gets a chance to stay with the team longer. That's a good one. I like both though, but I probably would lean towards Lauri only because he's bigger, and then we could play the way Jalen Duran been looking. If Jalen Duran keeps looking like this, we could take him off the floor and put Lauri at the 5, and that opens up the floor a lot.
Who better shooter, Trey Murphy or Lauri?
That's what I was just thinking about.
Is it crazy to say Trey Murphy?
Nah, it's not. It's not crazy. He probably is the better shooter because he shoots farther away than Lauri does, and he shoots off the dribble better than Lauri does. So yeah, probably Trey.
I think Lauri the better player, but for some reason I feel like Trey Murphy wouldn't be that bad. Do I think Trey Murphy's a star? Not yet. Not probably. No. Could he become one? Potentially. But Lauri, Trey Murphy. I think I go Lauri. I think Lauri better though. I do think. I mean, we've been talking about Lauri Markkanen, like him. That the Pistons probably should have gone after him in the trade deadline. They obviously didn't do it, but Trey Murphy, Lauri, I go Lauri. I think Lauri's the better player. So I wouldn't be upset at it. Kevin Durant. There are going to be teams that call Houston this summer and poke the bear and see if the Rockets will move on from Kevin Durant. The Rockets could use Kevin Durant as a stepping stone and trade him this summer. The teams are the Heat, Timberwolves, Blazers, Mavericks, Pistons, Knicks, Raptors, Hawks, Magic, Lakers, Nuggets, Hornets, Bulls, Wizards, Warriors, Pacers, Jazz, Sixers, Celtics, Cavaliers.
Damn, that's every team?
And Clippers will all have varied degrees of interest. I know it's a lot of teams.
God damn.
I know that was a lot, but I will say this real quick before you go. I wouldn't mind seeing him on the Pistons, though. I wouldn't mind it. If it does happen, if they do flip him, I think your Pistons definitely need him. Not gonna cap.
I don't even know who they would even give up, who the Rockets would even want for him.
I know who gonna be in that trade.
Who?
Duncan Robinson. He's gonna be in that trade. He's gonna be in there. You can figure everything else you gotta figure out. He will be in that trade.
I mean, well, Pat Riley did say they was gonna make a splash this summer, so I mean, I don't think he leaves Houston though. I don't think they're gonna entertain it unless they get something that they can't say no to.
What about the Mavericks if Kyrie stays?
They got enough to give up. They definitely do got enough to give up. Cause I don't think Şengün should be your starting five. I think he got to play the four. So they can go get one of them bigs. I don't want to give up Najee. So PJ can
Oh,
go.
Najee Marshall.
Yeah, PJ can go.
You think Najee better than PJ?
I
Or
think
is
they about
Najee
the
the better
same.
fit?
I think Najee is the better fit, but I think they on the same talent level.
Okay.
Who else they got over there they can give up?
Well, I mean, they do got Daniel Gafford. You could
Yeah, one
flip
of them
him
bigs
maybe,
gotta go. Yeah, one of them bigs gotta go.
and obviously they potentially might get a top pick. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh
over.
yeah, you put that in there with it. Yeah, that top pick in there with it.
I ain't giving up my top pick for KD. I'm not gonna cap. I'd rather keep my top pick than Kevin. I'd rather have my top pick than Kevin Durant. Like, because let's just hypothetically say that's a top 5 pick. I'm not giving top 5 up for Kevin Durant. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not giving. I don't want to give up a future player that could potentially be an all-star caliber player for the next simplest year for Kevin Durant. Not saying he gonna be regress or nothing, but a guy that's probably got maybe 4 years left in the league. I'm cool. I'd rather keep that. The Clippers, I don't know. Speaking of the Clippers, somebody put up a hypothetical Kawhi Leonard trade scenario involving the Clippers and the Heat. The Clippers get Tyler Hero, Andrew Wiggins, a 2030 unprotected first, a 2032 unprotected first, and the Heat get Kawhi Leonard and Chris Dunn.
You said they get Tyler Hero and Andrew Wiggins?
Yes. And 2 first-round picks and the Heat get Kawhi and Chris Dunn.
I don't know if I'm the Clippers. I don't really like that because you already got Ben, unless you just view Ben as this bench guy. But Darius Garland and Tyler Hero on your backcourt is kind of nasty. Offensively, it's really good, but defensive wise, which Ty Lue likes to play, that's kind of nasty. And then with Andrew Wiggins at your 3.
Andrew Wiggins at 3 is fine.
And then who playing the 4?
I think Jack Collins is a free agent, so you don't have him no more.
You don't have the 4. And then what 5 do you got?
Well, Brook Lopez is still there for a year at least. He got one more. He got a year left. So he's expiring contract. And you do got the rookie center that did miss the rest of the season. So, it's what I do is probably not. I think that's too many guards. Like, you already got Ben Mathurin was good when he got over to the Clippers, even on the bench. And I will hope next year I start him. I will hope. And bringing over Tyler Hero, if Andrew Wiggins is cool, I'm cool with that. But I probably wouldn't do it for the Heat. If they do this, what you got? Davion Mitchell. This is honestly, we don't know if Norman Powell resigns there or not, so I don't know. So you got Chris Dunn, Davion Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, Bam Khalil. That might be your star 5 without Norman Powell, if Norman Powell does not resign. But when Norman Powell does, if he does resign, that's not that bad. That's not bad. And it's another hypothetical trade. To the Rockets, the Clippers get Sengun, Reece Shepard, Steven Adams, and the Rockets get Kawhi Leonard and Brook Lopez.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. Because then you got, what you got? You got KD, you got Kawhi, you got Amin, Fred coming back. So it would be Fred, Amin, KD, Kawhi, and then
Brook Lopez would be your center because you don't have a center.
And Brook Lopez be your starting center.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Fred, Amin. Damn, Jabari got to come off the bench. Fred, Amin. Yeah, hey, he been hooping. Cool with it. I think it's not that bad. I think Kawhi Leonard on the paired up with KD. It's just, I don't know. Like, My thing is, are they giving up Kawhi? That's my thing. Are they finally giving up
I
Kawhi?
don't think they are. I don't think they are.
And then, who knows if this was true? Pat Riley is reportedly no longer in charge of the Miami Heat. I don't know
That's
how
not
true
true.
that is.
That's not true. Well, he said he wasn't retiring, so but I don't think Pat Riley's gonna give up his power like that.
Need to if you want to make that move. Hey, Pat Riley said the exact same thing Daniel be saying, bro. He said the exact same thing, bro. I'm like, he's talking about, man, we do want to get like this star, but we're not going to gut our roster to go basically get a guy. And I'm like, to a degree, this is why y'all in shambles now, because you haven't taken that risk to go get a player of a star caliber. And I understand it from his view, though, that you don't want to gut your roster to say, go get, say, I'm just hypothetically like a LeBron James or Luka. I get that. But at the same time, at some point, you do got to make that risk. I mean, if it works out, you're called genius. But if it doesn't, hey, you take that L, move on with your life.
You heard what he said that the only way he giving up Bam is for 8 first-round picks and Wemby.
Be serious.
Come on now, Bam's good, but he ain't worth all that, dog. I know he was exaggerating, but come on now. Just Wemby for Bam alone wouldn't even be worth it.
Is Wemby an untouchable in the NBA? Is he untouchable? I know we saw Luka get traded, but is Wemby untouchable?
Probably. Honestly, probably. Yeah.
I think it's only 2 untouchables. Jokic and Wemby. That's it. I think those though. Somebody said Ant though. Somebody did say Ant. You know, I didn't agree because if those rumors are true that they tried to send Luka to Timberwolves, but the Timberwolves said, hell, dog, because we want to keep Ant. I guess you got to put Ant in untouchable range because it's like Luka's better. And it's like they said, dog, we rather keep Ant than Luka.
Who would you even give up for Ant? Only people I can think of is probably Shea. Shay's untouchable. I don't think they're ever going to trade Shea.
Nah, yeah, I agree with you.
Like, only people I'll probably give up Ant for is probably Shea, Jokic, Wemby. Other than that, I don't think I'm giving up Ant for anybody else. I would say Giannis, but Giannis is older, so nah.
Giannis about to get traded anyway, so he not in the untouchable range. That's really it about like the takeaways. Really, obviously, from playoffs. Oh well, actually, this can probably go in when we talk about these series. Let's start with the West. So let's start with obviously the teams like that. Got eliminated. Thunder, Suns. Obviously, we talked earlier, but more about the Suns. Thunder beat the Suns 4-0, sweep them, looked very dominant in this series. So I do want to ask you, even though this was a quick series, what was your thought on the entire OKC Suns playoff series?
One, Devin Booker wasn't Devin Booker. We said that earlier. I thought that Devin Booker wasn't as aggressive as he needed to be. It felt like he was taking a back seat, and he was more so being a point guard. And that's they didn't need him to do that. It was times where Devin Booker had open shots and shots that he would normally take that he did not take. So Devin Booker not being that aggressive, and then Shea just being too much for them. I think that Shea did whatever he wanted out there. Dylan Brooks tried to troll him, and they came running. He scored over Dylan Brooks. He came down the court pointing at him. But yeah, I think that Shea was just too much, and Devin Booker wasn't even Devin Booker. He wasn't aggressive enough.
Gee, that game 3, Shea is a monster, bro. He shot 83% from the field. He only missed 3 shots, 42 points, 8 assists, 11 from 12 from the free throw line. He shot 33% from 3, only took 3 attempts, but 15 for 18 in game 3. Bro, like, come on, man. They just didn't have enough. Like, that's really all it was. An outmatched team. Shea was amazing. Like, outside of really game 1, 25 points, but had 5 for 18, he was amazing the last 3 games. And that's why I was like, we did both say, like, man, the Suns could get one. And then you was like, J-Dub got hurt. They didn't need J-Dub. They don't need him against that team. Well, actually, it does depend on what happens. We're going to get into them, but it does depend on what happened. I mean, J-Dub can rest for a minute. He can rest for a minute. Chet was good. I feel like, man, that defense. Now, Lou Dort, I ain't gonna lie, he was doing a little dirty stuff in that series. I ain't gonna cap. He was doing a little dirty stuff, man. He was tripping. He was doing some crazy stuff, bro. Like,
is he a dirty player now? Because there's been too many instances where he keep coming up doing crazy plays.
I think he might be dirty. Because there's a difference between an agitator and just a dirty player. Like, Dylan Brooks isn't dirty. He's just an agitator.
Mm-hmm.
Lou Dort might be dirty, bro. Like, there should be no reason why you be sticking your leg out damn near tripping people, bro. There's no reason to do that. Like, come on, bro. You can literally injure somebody, then they got a super duper high ankle sprain. I'm like, bro, like, you got to do better. AJ Mitchell in his time when he played was really good. Alex Caruso was decent. I mean, what can you say about the Thunder, bro? Chet was good. I thought Chet played good this series. But it's just all about Devin Booker, bro. It really was like, you just didn't play good. It's simple.
Even if you did play good, it probably would have been 4-1. Maybe they get 2 games, maybe. But I mean, it really didn't even matter if he played good or not. It was just the fact that you their best player on their team and you out there playing passive aggressive. Can't do that, dog. Especially in the playoffs.
Do we look at him differently?
No. I mean, I don't look at him differently. I think not having a point guard was a big, like we said earlier, not having a point guard was a big thing because that put all the duty on him to get everybody else involved. And then Colin Gillespie, he's good, but I don't think that he should have started. I think he's a good backup point guard, but nah, I think just not having a point guard is really what hurt them. Well, hurt Devin Booker and why he wasn't as productive.
It's crazy because Donovan Mitchell is playing right now. He's playing like shit, but we'll get into more of that later. If you had to rank the shooting guards, obviously the top 3, where does Devin Booker rank? Is he still a top 3 or does he move down a little bit after this performance?
No, he moves down for sure. I'll probably give him like 5, maybe 6.
Dang, who would be 4 then?
Jaylen Brown and Donovan still.
Dang.
I don't know. He definitely goes down though.
Damn, brother. You're not even a top 3 guard. Because I think, where did I put him at when we did our shooting guard ranks before the season? He was 2 or 3. He was one of them. I forgot which one, but yeah, we look at you different. I mean, I'm hearing people say, I mean, I don't think we haven't said it, but there was some, not rumors, but some people I saw on Twitter bring it up. The Pistons need to go trade for Devin Booker right now. But
I think we talked about that. What was it, last week?
Devin Booker on the Pistons?
Yeah, I think I brought that up last week.
Oh. Hey, that'd be amazing. If it did happen.
If he was on the Pistons, he would thrive. I wouldn't say they championship, but they can definitely make the Eastern Conference Finals for sure.
If he was on the Pistons now, they'd be up. They'd be up in the series.
These niggas. They would have swept these niggas.
I ain't going to swept. I ain't going to swept. I can't wait till we get to that Pistons Magic. I want to hear you crash out. I can't wait to hear that. But now though, the Thunder, they were a great team. Obviously, their championship. Now they await the opponent of the Lakers and the Rockets. We can definitely go speak on that. But let's move on. Spurs and the Blazers. Obviously, the Spurs won 4-1. When Wemby played full games, he played pretty good. Blazers kind of fought, but they did lose 4-1. What was your thoughts on this entire Blazers and Spurs series?
Outside that first game, masterclass Wemby had, he got injured, but I ain't gonna say he didn't play well. He did play well. It was like he was just not just out there, but how can I put it? He played okay. He played okay. I felt like he didn't really have to do much against the Blazers. Um, and to be honest with you, it looked easy out there for them. I feel like they could have won this series 4-1 even without Wemby. It just looked too easy out there. Castle played really well this series. I'm not Devin. De'Aaron Fox stepped up when he needed to. Dylan Harper killed in that second half. What game was? I think that was
That was
game
game 3.
3.
Game
Yeah,
3.
game
Yeah,
3.
Dylan
Yeah,
Harper
he
was
he
dog.
had that. He was on the heater in the second half. So it was just like the Spurs are too deep. It's the same thing with OKC and the Suns. It's just like that series. The Spurs were a better team, a deeper team, and the Blazers couldn't really do anything with them.
That Wemby game 4 was good. That was a great game by Wemby. He had 27-12 with 7 blocks and 4 steals. He was a dog game 4. He was a dog. People were saying, when Wemby got hurt, and we didn't know if he was going to come back. Game 3, I'm not shocked he didn't play that. Game 4, it's like there was a chance, but I didn't think he was going to play. He played great. Game 5, I don't think he had to do anything. He only had 17 boards, 14 boards, and 6 blocks. I don't think he was like scoring wise amazing. I think he
The
didn't have to
crazy
do
part
anything
is
like
the
against
fact that
this.
we saying he had 5, 6, 7 blocks. Like this is just normal. I mean, for him it is, but like
Nah,
that
man,
that, that
normal.
stuff is not normal, bro. Having 6, 7 blocks in a playoff game.
6, nah, man, that ain't normal. I ain't thinking that's normal.
That's
7
not normal.
blocks in a playoff game is crazy.
I still don't think they're
Like
gonna
you
win
said,
though.
dear, that's fine. Wait, wait, against
The
who?
championship. The championship.
Oh, so wait, okay, I'm confused. Then you don't have the Thunder winning. You just said you don't have San Antonio. Who the hell you got winning there? I'm
I've
confused.
been told you since the preseason. Denver Nuggets, man. The Denver Nuggets. I'm riding
Okay.
with the Denver
Oh
Nuggets.
yeah. You're right. You're right. I forgot because Denver, they was down 3-1. They gonna be the next. They gonna be the next series we talk about. Y'all know what's funny? Someone told me Donovan Clingan was gonna slow down Wemby, but Donovan Clingan couldn't even play 30 minutes in this playoffs.
I
That's
said
what
he
somebody
could slow
told me.
down Wemby. I didn't say he will. I said
Uh-huh.
he could. So that's a
Mm-hmm.
big
Man,
difference.
can't even.
Saying he will versus he could is a big difference.
Man, that man couldn't even stay on the court, bro. Robert Williams was outplaying him. Robert
Yeah, because he's
Williams.
slow. Because he's slow. He can't
But
sprint
you
up and down
told
the
me
court
he
with
could
Wemby.
potentially give Wemby problems, and I told you when he plays against those type of bigs, he kills them. He kills those bigs. They
Why he
can't
don't kill Jokic?
guard him.
Why he don't kill Jokic? He's had
And
some
what
good
did I
games.
say about Jokic? And what did I say about Jokic? What did I say
The
about
thing
Jokic?
is,
And then when you brought up
Wemby has
Sengun, I said
Wemby.
those bigs are.
Go ahead.
Oh, I would say it. When last week when you brought him up, I said Jokic is more skilled. That's why he's able to dominate Wemby. When it's these bigs like Killinger that ain't skilled at all, they can't do shit with him. They can't do nothing. Just can't. And some to a degree, Sengun, they just more skilled. And he for some reason is just a little bit challenging when he goes up against a skilled big man. But when it's a big man that's just slow like Clingan can't do shit with him. So that's why he was able to basically play Clingan off the damn floor. Because Clingan can't do nothing. I still think Clingan's a really good big, but against Wemby, he ain't got nothing against him. Ain't got nothing against him. But Robert
Wemby
Williams is more athletic. He can move. But Robert Williams still can't do shit with him.
Wemby has problem against bigs that are bigger than him and almost the same size as him. So saying Klingon could affect him wasn't the craziest thing to say. I never said that he would stop Wemby. I just said he could help. He can whatchamacallit. He can give him some problems.
and he didn't give him not one problem at all. The same with Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is like this skilled big man, bigger than him, but he's also skilled. That's why them bigs be able to kill against him. But when it's a big that ain't got no type of skill, they can't do shit. That's like hypothetical wise. If Boston and San Antonio make it to the finals, what is Kata and freaking Nikola Vucevic gonna do? We just saw Joel Embiid just light them up the other day. What is they gonna do with Wemby? Or say the Knicks? What like the Cat? Well, I would say this about Cat. Cat does it to himself because if Cat just does shoot threes all day, that's a different story. But Wemby. Hey, I want to give credit though to your guy, Dylan Harper. He played great. I thought he played real good in this series. Now there was one game he really didn't do nothing, but his defensive presence is like it's really good. And the fact that he's a rookie playing major minutes in playoff series, that's a plus for the Spurs. So I want to give a lot of credit to your guy Dylan Harper. Like he was good this series. Like he was really good, bro. And the fact that the Spurs have like 3 guards that are just good, that's a bonus for them. It's a bonus that all 3 are good. The thing is, one thing, and I guess if you want to say something else, they was leaving Castle wide open, man. They say, hey, we still don't trust you as a shooter. We still don't trust you. They was leaving them wide open for the 3. And there's going to be a game when he like knocks it down and then it's like, okay, we do got to guard you. Well, if you don't got nothing else to say about that series, let's move on to your Denver Nuggets. Nuggets and Timberwolves. Surprisingly, the Timberwolves were up 3-1. Dominated. We saw the game 3 domination on the watch party. Then in game 4, Dante DiVincenzo tore his Achilles. Prayers up to him. Hope he has a speedy recovery. Then Anthony Edwards had a hyperextension knee and then is out for 2 weeks. They still won the game in game 4, but then in game 5, the Nuggets won the game. And now the series is 3-2 tonight. So what's your thoughts so far on this Nuggets and Timberwolves series?
Man, that game, that game 4 blew me. That game 4 blew me because all you had to do was you guys don't get me wrong, I love Io. He from the city. He can hoop. I'm not taking anything from Io and his talent, but letting this man go off for 43 points is crazy, dog. And then all you had to do was stop him and Nas Reed because nobody else was doing nothing. Julius Randle shot 6 for 16. Jaden McDaniels shot 4 for 11. Rudy was Rui. So it's like, bro, all you had to do was slow down Io and Nas Reed. Io literally won them the game, bro. And y'all could not shut him down. That blew me, bro. And then Io was hitting he was hitting 3 after 3 after 3. He went 5 for 5 from 3. He went 12 for 12 from on the free throw line. So he played a master class game. But outside of Jokic and Jamal Murray, nobody gave them anything, and that's what's blowing me because this team is a really deep team and a really good team. But outside of Jokic and Murray, it seems like nobody else want to step up. And then that game 5, that's when Jokic finally played like Jokic. Granted, Spencer Jones had 20 points, so somebody stepped up. But the only way for Denver to win, is if Jokic has these games like this, because there's no way in hell that even without Ant and without Dante DiVincenzo, these guys are competing with you throughout the game. These should be blowouts. These should be blowouts. Now, granted, they won by 12 game 5. I feel like it should have been more than that though, because at first it was close throughout the game and they took off late. But we need the others to step up. If we want to win this series, we need the others to step up. I mean, Io's questionable. I think they said Bones Highland is questionable, so they probably play.
Nas Reed hurt his ankle, right?
Yeah, Nas Reed hurt his ankle. Yeah, he hurt his ankle too. So it's crazy because the only reason why we gonna win this series is because of injuries. I mean, granted, hey, it is what it is. You know, you can only do what you can do, but it's pissing me off because the others are supposed to show up, and it's like everybody else out there scared to hoop.
I wish I had the other two games because I only got this before game 4 happened. Jokic this series, this is only the first 3 games. So who knows what it is now. Game 1, guarded by Rudy, 5 for 9. Game 2, 1 for 8. Game 3, 6 for 18. At that point, that was 34%. And we all know what in game 4, he still was clamping Jokic. Game 4, though, I'm not gonna lie. I am very shocked that I felt like Denver still just couldn't get it close. Like, I get it, bro. Io went crazy. But I felt like they just couldn't get close enough to just take a lead or something. Or at least make it, say, like a 6-point game at that point. But Io went crazy. And Jaden McDaniels had an okay game. Julius Randle, I don't think Julius Randle been playing the greatest this series. I'm not going to lie. I think he's been.
Told you he wasn't going to have no good series.
You did say that. I do remember you saying that. Like, he had 15 points. Ant basically wasn't there the whole game. And plus, even when Ant was there, he wasn't doing shit anyway. Like, Ant is obviously hurt. Even with the runner's knee, now with the hyperextension on the other leg. I mean, it's GG's for Ant. I'm not going to cap. Dante, like I said, he tore his Achilles. But Io came out the bench and lit them up. Jokic, 8 for 22 like, come on, bro. Murray, 10 for 25, 30 points. But like you said, nobody gave him nothing. And then Aaron Gordon again is hurt. He's hurt again. At this point, you have to look at yourself and be like, man, can we really count on Aaron Gordon? Can we really count on him? Because right now, I feel like you just can't. I feel like you can't count on him. He's been hurt. Christian Braun, they gave him all that bread to do nothing. All that bread to do nothing. Cam Johnson, like you said, bro, we got to get more from the others. Because if y'all ain't going to step it up, it's like there's a chance we going to lose. And I think everybody in America is like, man, we do want the Timberwolves to win to a degree because we want to see, like, oh, this underdog story to a degree. Everybody heard that they beat the mighty Denver Nuggets, championship favorite. But now it looks like this should be easily a 3-1 deficit that the Nuggets should come back from.
Yes.
Like, easily. Like, bro, like, you won game 5, so now you just got to win in Minnesota. If Minnesota loses this game, they're winning, bro. They're not beating Denver on the road. It's not happening.
I mean, because it's Io's questionable. I don't know if Nas Reed's been ruled out or not, but no Dante, no Ant. Nas is questionable. Io's questionable. Bones Highland's questionable. They should dominate these last 2 games.
If Io plays, we get another Io masterclass?
No.
20 points, 20 plus?
Nope. If I'm David Alleman, I'm sending doubles at him all day long because he's literally the only guy that could beat us. Either that or have Rudy go get 40. Rudy ain't getting no damn 40.
Rudy is not getting 40, bro. Or Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels can have a masterclass.
He got to be on the heater. Like, he got to literally do what Cade did. The only way. Cade and Paulo.
We gonna talk about them. But, like, that game 4 was just really shocking. Like, I was just watching. I'm like, bro, they really lost to this team. And your backcourt is gone.
I'll say, bro, both of them went down. I thought it was a wrap. I thought we won that game.
Did you throw something? They lost. Did you throw something?
I turned the game off. I turned the game off. I ain't throw nothing.
And you know the thing is, even if they do make it to the next round, they're gonna have to face the Spurs, and now you're just beating yourself up fighting the G League Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's gonna be an easy series for the Spurs.
So it's like I wouldn't be they wouldn't be favorites, but well, I mean, you got no choice. But there's gonna be some people that be like, well, if Aaron Gordon is healthy and if the role players can, hit their shots, The Nuggets still got a chance of maybe upsetting the Spurs, but right now it's looking like are we gonna get another 18 points from Cam Johnson? Like I said, I'm not even gonna talk about
He
Christian.
should. He should.
Like Christian Brown, he gotta play better.
Well, hey, if they go game 7, when does the next series start? Does it
You
start like a
know,
couple of days after?
yeah, I'm guessing. So if they go to game 7, the Nuggets will play on Saturday. Honestly, though, I'm guessing it either gonna start that Monday or maybe Tuesday.
Because I was gonna say Aaron Gordon don't need to play these last 2 games. Honestly, he don't need to just rest him because you're gonna need him for the San Antonio Spurs. So I'll just rest him as much as I can, get as much treatment and recovery as he can, so he can be ready for that Spurs series.
And the Spurs are technically, well, I'm guessing we're both thinking that the Nuggets are going to win. So it's going to go to game 7. The Spurs are going to have a week off of rest.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need.
That could
That's
be
what
a good.
happened.
That could be a good thing and bad thing though. It could be a good thing because you rejuvenated, but it could be a bad thing because you got that week long rest, and so now you don't come out as ready game 1 as you should. So
I've always been, I don't know, and you can answer this too. I've always been like a coach when they say, would you rather have the rest? It's kind of like in football. You know how a football team when they come, they fight for the bye week, or do you play like the next week? Give me the week rest. I take that any day. They're just playing right away, and I get it. You got the momentum, but everybody's got some type of injury, and I mean it ain't gonna be healed or nothing. But just the fact that you have a lot of time to rest up, I take that any day. Then over say momentum coming off say 2 games when we just played a game 7. I take rest any day. That's just me though. And you can answer that too. I mean, but that's just me. Like, give me the rest.
I mean, no, yeah. I mean, the rest is cool. I don't want to go 7 every series because that's taxing on your body. I'd rather do like a little gentleman sweep or like or maybe 6 games. Only because I want my players to still have that game feel that game adrenaline because that week off it's gonna take a minute. I ain't gonna say it's gonna take a minute for you to get juiced back up. Because all them practice shots and stuff, that's only gonna help so much. That's not game speed. But if you play 5, 6 games, get a couple of days of rest, it's like you still got that game speed locked in you. So
If anybody wants to join up, you guys can join up. Let's go to the next game, man. Well, real quick. Do the Nuggets win tonight and force a
yes,
game 7?
yes, yes.
Mm.
Jokic is gonna dominate tonight.
So he dominates Rudy Gobert like he did in game 5.
Yes, he's gonna dominate tonight, and somebody else is gonna step up. I don't know who, but somebody else is gonna step up tonight.
With all the injuries and with, like you said, Io's questionable, Bones, Highland's questionable, no Ed, no DiVincenzo, Nas Reed is probably hampered. I think the Nuggets are supposed to force a game 7. Give me the Nuggets, bro. They got to win this game. They got to, bro.
Basketball guys on their side.
Yeah, I mean, what we talk about, bro? We talk about like you need luck. You need luck, bro. That's how it works. And let's be honest, you got lucky. You got lucky, bro. So give me the Nuggets, man. The Nuggets should win this game tonight and force a game 7 on Saturday. Last team in the West. The LA Lakers, man. The LA Lakers was up 3-0 against the Houston Rockets. And who would have thought we come back on Thursday saying we got ourselves a series? The Rockets have fought back and won the last 2 games. Again, Lakers was up 3-0. Austin Reeves did come back in game 5 yesterday, but it still wasn't enough. The Lakers still lose. So, what's your thoughts on this Lakers and Rockets series?
That game 3, I thought LeBron played amazing. At the end of the game, he got that steal on Reed Shepard and then hit that clutch 3. I thought LeBron played amazing game 3. Game 4, I thought they was gonna sweep him. I thought they was gonna win, but I knew Bron was gonna have a bad game. But game 4 and game 5 were alike. It was the turnovers, and then the others didn't play that well. Bron didn't play that well either in game 4. He only had 10 points, but he had 8 turnovers, and they had 23 turnovers as a team. But I knew the Rockets was gonna fight hard, and they wasn't gonna. I knew they was gonna get at least one game. I thought. So I knew they was gonna win that game. But then when they got back home when they was at home like for game 5, um, no, yeah, yeah, no, they was at Los Angeles for game 5.
Yes,
Yeah, they was at Los Angeles for
that
game
was it.
5.
Yes, yes.
That was yesterday. Brown was cold from 3, 0 from 6 from 3. They had a bunch of turnovers again. Marcus Smart had 6 turnovers. He didn't play that good. Luke Kennard, who was playing really well, early on in the
He did
series, only
nothing.
had he had only took 4 shots. He was 0 for 2 from 3. Austin Reeves came back. He was 4-16. DeAndre Ayton had a great game. And they spoiled his game, but nobody could hit shots, and the turnover was what cost them. And then you got a man hitting threes. You know it's gonna be a long night when a man hits 2 threes. And then Jabari hit 4 threes. Reed Shepard had some big plays down the stretch, hit a midi fade, and then he got the steal on Bron to seal the game. So it's crazy because the Rockets look better and look like they playing better without KD, which is crazy. But I think the Lakers gonna close this out. Gonna close this out in Game 6. I don't think it's gonna go 7. Um, so
I
I
mean,
think Bron gonna get it done.
we thought it was gonna close them out yesterday, and somehow the Rockets won the game. The Rockets are at home. I mean, if we're being honest, there's a chance the Rockets should be up probably 3-2. You can argue in game 3 if they don't make them dumbass mistakes late in the game in game 3. They should have won that game. Let's be honest. In game 3, the Rockets should have won. But you're turning the ball over, doing a lot of dumb stuff, and the Lakers pull out the win. Now, in game 4, I'm actually not shocked they lost that game. Now, am I shocked they beat their ass? I would say yes. But I'm not shocked the Rockets won. I felt like they was going to come out aggressive because you're down 3-0. You really got nothing to lose. And it's all on the Lakers to at least close it out at game 4. They didn't. They lost. Rockets won that game. But in game 5, I am kind of shocked. You come back home. Austin Reeves returns. And you kind of wet the bed. Like, the Rockets were damn near in control majority of this game. And like this young team, like this, they said this is the youngest starting 5 ever, and this is the youngest team in playoff history to get a W. Like, this team has looked a little bit better. And then they say, I don't know if you saw today, KD's not going to be there for game 6. So, which I mean, you basically haven't had KD basically the whole series anyway. So it really don't matter. So the Rockets right now look somewhat better. Kevin Durant, who knows, whatever. It's whatever with him. But the Lakers got to win game 6, bro. And I know they're going to go back home. I know they're going to go back home to the crib in game 7 if it does happen. But, man, that pressure, bro, to close that team out when you actually have something to lose, it's going to be tough. So it's a lot of pressure on them. Go ahead.
I think Bron gonna get them right. I don't see Bron losing whatchamacall. I don't see him losing 4 straight games.
Oh, 4 straight, I got you.
Yeah, I don't see Bron losing 4 straight, bro. I can't see that.
I don't
He's
either.
too smart. He can only do so much, but I think we get one more masterclass from LeBron. I think LeBron can will them to one game in these next 2 games.
It's so funny you say that now, but before you thought he couldn't get you one. It's so funny.
Remember, I still after that, I still got the Rockets in 7. I said that shit last week, but when they went up 3-0, I'm like, man. But and then now I can't see Bron losing 4 straight, bro. I can't see it. I just can't see it.
Would you say? I know you said you do have them winning, but are the Lakers in trouble though? After losing 2 games, though, are they in trouble?
Yeah, I think they're in trouble because they gave these young guys some confidence, and the last thing you want to do is get some young guys some confidence. Because now you got a man, like I said, a man hit 2 threes. Does he come out game 6 and hit another 2 threes? So, then you gave Reed Shepard You gave him confidence. He potentially lost game 3 for them with that turnover from Bron, and then he came back game 5 and got the same type of steal on Bron. Well, not the same type, but got a steal on Bron and sealed that game with those last 2 clutch plays. It's crazy because they going to Reed Shepherd down the stretch. I would have never thought in a million years that Reed Shepherd would be their closer.
Well, technically, he is their best perimeter player. Technically, if you look at it, he is their best perimeter player. I mean, Sengun, I don't think perimeter wise, like he's more back down. Jabari, hit or miss. Tari Eason, wouldn't say that. I mean, we know what he is. So going down the stretch with Reed Shepherd to get a clutch bucket, though, it kind of makes sense, though. It's just the fact that he stepped up to the challenge and actually hit the jump shot. I just feel like, well, and Jabari Smith did say they are the better team. He was lying, but he wasn't, because on paper, you guys actually are the better team. I would say that on paper. But you niggas was sure not playing like the best team, though. Y'all was down 3-0 for a reason. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. And I give Sengun a lot of credit because everybody been talking about him. I know we've seen all the videos of him running down the court and stuff, but that game 3, he played really good. Even though he was hooking the shit out of everybody, he played good. He got to do what he got to do, though. But, like, if they play together and they get the home crowd on their side, I wouldn't be shocked, though, if there is a game 7. But Jesus Christ, man, if the Lakers lose. We talk about legacies with him. That's going to be, hey, I don't want to say damaging, but, man, to be the first guy to give up that's why I say I don't want to say damaging. But to be the first guy ever to give up a 3-0 lead, they're gonna talk about you to an extent. They're gonna say something.
You know they gonna bash him for sure. But I mean, me personally, I wouldn't even really blame him. He ain't got Austin Reeves just came back and he's rusty, but he ain't got his 2 best players. It'd be different if he had Luke and Austin Reeves and they go up 3-0 and then when they wouldn't even favorite to win. They overachieving right now. We being honest.
We can't use if Austin Reeves because they were up 3-0 without them. Can't use that excuse. You're up 3-0 without 2 of your best players. So when you lose, how can we say, I mean, if he had no, we can't do that because you niggas is already up 3-0. You are up 3-0. I can't do that. I can't use that excuse. Now, if you were down, I'm with you. You up? Nah. What Nick Wright say? He said if the Rockets lose this series, it'll be one of the worst failures for a team in the playoffs ever. Something like that. Because I feel like, to a degree, the Rockets were probably better than Kevin Durant got hurt and, all that stuff. And the Rockets are still, I think the Rockets were favorite in, like, all 3 games. The first 3 games. I don't think last game they weren't favorite. But in game 1, they were favorite. Game 2, they were favorite. Game 3, they were definitely favorite. They were favorite by like double digits. And tomorrow's game, they're favorite. They're favorite by 4. Rockets are favored by 4 tomorrow. So, game 6 is a must. The Lakers got to win. And the fact that, this is my thing. The fact that y'all couldn't take care of business, it's crazy because, LeBron is 41. He needs all the rest he can get. This LeBron low-key could have had a week off of rest. He would have had a week off because if y'all would have did y'all job on Sunday, they still would have been off today. And the series probably wouldn't start at least maybe this weekend or maybe on Monday. So LeBron would have had a week rest. He needs that. Not to be in battles with the young Houston, with the YN Rockets. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on, y'all. But Luke Kennard got to step it up, bro. That first game, masterclass, but the last 2 games, he been kind of bad. He been bad. Marcus Smart in game 3 was good. But you need them other dudes to step it up, bro. Like you said, you need them. You can't be turning the ball over. Like, turnovers have been, like, bad for them the last 2 games. Like if they don't be turning this ball over, they should have won. They could have won. They definitely should have won yesterday. Influential might come up here later, so I know he probably gonna talk about these series, but let's move on to the Eastern Conference. You know what? Let's start with your Pistons. Pistons and Magic. Pistons were down 3-1 to the Orlando Magic. But we saw 2 masterclass yesterday. Charles's guy, Kay Cunningham, with 45 and Paulo 45. But the Pistons are here to live for another day. They won game 5 and is now game 6 going back to Orlando. So, what's your thoughts so far on this Magic and Pistons playoff series?
Well, first and foremost,
Crash out.
it's crazy. It's crazy because during the watch party, y'all was on my ass, sucking y'all teeth, smacking y'all lips, saying that this Pistons team, how can they be the number 1 seed and just have an okay fucking roster? But yet they go down 3-1. You did. That was your whole talking point. That was your whole talking point. You said, how are they you kept saying it. How are they the number 1 seed with the okay roster? Yes. How when we was watching the Pistons and Magic, of course you don't remember it. You don't remember.
No, I really actually don't. I can go back and look. But
anyways, you said, how can they be a number 1 team with just an okay roster? How can they be just a number 1 team with an okay roster? And look, they're down 3-1 to the Orlando Magic. Now, credit to the Magic, they match up well with them because neither team really has any shooters like that, and the Pistons were playing in the Magic hand. And if they were playing with Boston, they wouldn't be able to beat. They wouldn't have went up 3-1 on Boston because Boston has a lot of shooters. They can't guard that. But the Pistons don't have any shooters. All they got is Cade for real, and Duncan Robinson. And so this actually was a series that matched up well against them. And then on top of that, Jalen Duran has been playing terrible. And this is why I said this roster was just okay, because you have a bunch of guys, a bunch of good role players, but you don't really outside of Jalen Duran and Cade Cunningham. If those guys don't step up, who else is going to step up and help us win a series? Nobody. But Jalen Duran has been playing terrible. He's been getting outplayed by Wendell. And I need JB Bickerstaff to stop playing Karis LeVert. Karis LeVert is not giving us anything, bro. Every time he's out there, he's scared to shoot. He's turning the ball over, or he's just bricking shots. We do not need to play that man at all, bro. You need to cut down. This is about 6-7 guys, probably Jenkins and Beef Stewart, and probably one other person off the bench. I don't know who that is, but
Karis LeVert?
It ain't Karis LeVert. No, it's not him. It's not him at all. He almost damn near cost us each game. He's playing bad, bro. Oh, Javonte Green can play. He's been playing really well defensively, and he hasn't been scared to shoot. He's shooting with confidence. Karis LeVert is not shooting with confidence at all, dog. He does not need to play. And it's crazy to say, but I wouldn't start him, but I would low-key play Beef Stew more than Jalen Duran because Beef Stew is giving Wendell problems. Wendell is not. He's not as active. He's not as effective when Beef Stew is in a game. And Beef Stew has changed the series because even though he's not scoring that well, it's just his impact out there and his presence out there. And it's crazy because we need a master class like this from Cade in order to win. Now the last game had me on my seat the entire game because this boy Apollo, I love Paulo. I love him so much. I just don't want him to win this series because I got my Pistons. But that boy was hitting step back threes. I said, dang, where was this Paulo at? What was this Paulo at throughout the regular season? But him and Cade, they had a master class, bro. They had a master class. And if the Pistons want to win, they need to do what they did last game. They had Cade off the ball mostly. They had a sword bringing up the ball. I thought that was a really great idea about JB Bickerstaff because it allowed Cade to rest a little bit. It allowed him to get his momentum and just focus on scoring instead of trying to get everybody involved. He still had hella turnovers, which he has to cut down on, but it gave Cade a chance to get a little break here and there throughout the game to keep him fresh throughout. Tobias needs to still be Tobias. This is Tobias here as we thought that we were going to get when he first came here. But Tobias needs to stay on the heater. Asor needs to play more of the point guard role, and he affected the game a lot defensively. He was flying everywhere, getting steals. I think he had like 4 steals last game. And then I think he had like 2 blocks, like 2 or 3 blocks. So Asor was everywhere, and that's what we need from him. So Asor playing point, Beef Stew playing some more minutes. And we gonna need Cade to have 2 more masterclass games because we can't get no scoring from nowhere else. So
That man
besides
played
him and
44
Tobias,
minutes. Play 44 minutes. You got to play damn near the whole game.
He had 5 steals. Asor had 5 steals and 2 blocks and 15 rebounds.
Your guy, Karis LeVert, 25 minutes, 2 points. Dennis Jenkins,
Selling.
16 minutes, 6 points. Javonte Green, like you said, has played better than those two. 15 minutes, 5 points. Beef Stew, 5 points, 20 minutes. I mean, Jalen Durant yesterday wasn't bad. I just think he wasn't great, but he wasn't bad for the first time.
He wasn't all-star.
Yeah.
The reason why we down is because he's not playing like an all-star level. And that's what I said coming into the series. Can he play like the all-star he was this season? And so far, he has not.
I feel like in game 3, that was very close. Low-key, this series, I got some stats for you, bro. Hold on, let me see. So this series right now, right? Points per game. This is from both teams. The Magic are averaging 100. The Pistons are averaging 98. Rebounds, Magic 46. Pistons 46. Assists 20. Magic, Pistons 20. The field goal percentage, the Magic are shooting 38 from the field, and the Magic are shooting 41. The three-pointer, Magic 31, Pistons 27, and free throw is 74 Magic, free throw 72 Pistons. So basically, this has kind of been like an even series, even though they were up 3-1. But I just feel like when it comes down to it, like the Magic just have more playmakers than the Pistons. That's really all it is. Because if, say, hypothetically, we talked about it a little while ago, if Devin Booker was there, you say like how yesterday, band for band, Paulo and Cade did say Franz or Devin Booker, band for band, Pistons may have won the game. Who knows? But the Magic have Franz, Paulo, Desmond Bane. Jalen Suggs been down there, not there really. But besides that, when you look at it, Tobias Harris has actually not been bad. I think he's been pretty good. But sometimes it's not enough. But like, if you think about it, though, the last couple of games, Cade was turning the ball over like crazy, though. But the thing is, he has to do like so 8-9 much. He has to do so much for this team. I mean, you damn near to an extent. Like, I mean, I get it, bro. You got to do everything for this team. Like, you are the offense. Like yesterday, bro, what somebody say? He was the first option and he was the second option. He had to do everything in his power to say, we're not going home, fellas. We're going to go right back to Orlando and try to force a game 7. And I mean, like, I could tell, I was like, okay, the Pistons, they're up, they're at home, they got the crowd on their side. Cade is on one, couldn't be stopped, shooting mid-range after mid-range. I'm like, man, Cade is like,
he was like 12 for 12 from free throw too.
Man, Cade was so good, but Paulo, this the one thing I say about Paulo. I'm sorry, Paulo, but it was warranted. You was bad that game against the Sixers. Paulo is a playoff riser. Like, he really is a playoff riser. He plays really good in the playoffs. And yesterday, you saw it. If Desmond Bane wasn't in foul trouble, things might have been different. If Jalen Suggs don't give you a terrible game, things would have been different. Wendell finally had a terrible game. But all the other games, like you said, bro, Wendell been baby and Jalen Duren. Maybe it is the Angel Reese. Who knows? Hey, Angel Reese is crazy, bro. She is reposting this man getting dunked on her. That is wild.
I'm telling you, Jalen Duran's psyche not in it, bro. It don't look like it, bro. He don't look like that baby Dwight, bro. He don't.
Posting your ex getting dunked on is diabolical. That is crazy. But I mean, if Franz was there yesterday, things might have been different because Franz ain't been that bad. Because in game 4, Franz was hitting a lot of jump shots. I was like, wow, Franz really ain't this jump shot guy. But I mean, the Pistons, even though they had all this, we still thought they was gonna win 4-1 anyway. So I can't be saying, man, they don't got enough. Look at this roster, but we both picked them to win 4-1. We both did that, knowing what this roster is capable of. But I don't think nobody thought that the Magic just would be like, just go up 3-1. We said it last week. This is not an average 8th seed. This just isn't. This is like a 4-5 matchup. Like, these two are evenly matched. And your guy, like you said, he got to at least drop 30. And Tobias Harris got to play good too, because from the looks of it, Asore ain't really going to give you no offense. Duncan Robinson is hit or miss. And Jalen Rand just be getting, he just be laying down when Wendell right there.
Now, nobody expected Jalen Duran to shit the bed like this. If Jalen Duran was playing like how he's been playing in the regular season, I don't think they would have went up 3-1. It could have been 3-2. I mean, not 3-2. It could have been 2-2. It could have been 2-2 or something like that, or it could have been in 3-1 Pistons way. But no one expected Jalen Duran to play like this, and nobody expected to. Jenkins been playing good all regular season. He hasn't given you anything in this series. So, you know, the reason why we had them 4-1 is because we believed in what they did in the regular season was going to translate to the postseason, and it hasn't so far.
I know you say Karis LeVert shouldn't play, but man,
bro,
who else you gonna play?
Bro, he should not play, bro. Bro, every time he's out there, he's scared to shoot. He turning the ball over. He fumbling the ball. He not shooting with confidence, bro. He does not need to play at all. It literally just needs to be Jenkins, Stewart, and Javante off the bench, bro. That's the only. You need an 8-man rotation, bro. Karis LeVert should not be playing no more.
You know what's crazy?
Hell, I even play Ron Holland.
He can't shoot though. That's the
Ron
thing.
Holland. That's the only thing. But I know he gonna be. I know he gonna be an energetic guy. I know he gonna be playing defense, bro. When Karis LeVert was in the game, Paulo was hunting him. They literally kept doing pick and rolls to switch Karis LeVert on him because he's too small. So he can't defend. He can't defend nobody out there. You fumbling the ball. You're not shooting with confidence. You turn the ball over. There's no point for you to be out there. Literally, the only reason why he's out there is because he's a quote unquote vet in the league, bro. He does not need to be out, and he's another ball handler. He does not need to be out there, bro. Get him up out of there, bro. JB, stop playing that, man.
He gonna play game 6. He gonna play. But who
if
else
he
you gonna
play? He needs to play 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I don't need him no longer than unless he get on the heater. Then you can play more. Other than that, no, bro.
Hey, coming into the season, we definitely thought the Karis LeVert was a good pickup move.
And he hasn't been nothing for us. Nothing.
What is he even averaging this year? Not even just a playoff. I don't even want to look at that. I'm just talking about the regular season. What did he? And he missed like a decent amount of time too, bro. Karis LeVert plays 60 games. He averaged basically 20 minutes. He gave you 7 points. He gave you like.
Can't even give us double digits.
Question.
Let's read some of these comments. Cal K, can the Nuggets beat the Spurs?
That's crazy. I don't even see these comments.
I think they can. I think the Nuggets definitely have a chance at beating the Spurs, but if they don't have Aaron Gordon, I don't think they can, because Aaron Gordon can help, switch on Fox, switch on Castle, and switch on Vassell. So that would definitely help them. But with no Aaron Gordon, I think it's gonna be tough. And then Jokic always plays well against Wemby. So I definitely do think the Denver Nuggets can beat the Spurs.
I don't even see these comments. Yeah, read them. I don't even see these on my end.
Answer the question. Can the Nuggets beat the Spurs?
Can the Nuggets beat the Spurs? If Aaron Gordon healthy, they got a chance, bro. Because Aaron Gordon is physical. We know what we talk about with Jokic. He be baby and Wemby. My thing is, bro, that defense sucks. The defense is bad. Jaden McDaniels is right. They can't guard. They can't guard anybody. But prediction-wise, our early prediction, I'm picking the Spurs, though. I think they got
Mm.
enough people you can rely on. If we're being honest, if Fox plays like how he did against the Blazers, against the Nuggets, they got a chance, bro. Cause Fox is so like, cause some games you look at Fox and be like, man, why you even have him? You got Stephon and Dylan. What's the point of having him? Then when De'Aaron Fox go crazy, you be like, that's why we got De'Aaron Fox on the damn team. Because he plays like this. So if De'Aaron Fox and all them others step it up, they got a chance. But the Nuggets, they got enough firepower to keep up with the Spurs. But Aaron Gordon is the X factor. And all them others, like Charles be talking about, Cam Johnson and Christian Brown, they got to hit shots.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Mitch should low key get Fox involved more. I know they got a really deep team, and the Spurs brand of basketball is to move the ball, but I feel like De'Aaron Fox and Wemby are your two best players, bro. De'Aaron Fox should be in either in the mid 20. He should be averaging 20 plus for sure, Jay. I feel like you gotta get more of an effort to get him involved. Because if he's going, they gonna be really hard to beat.
Somebody was talking about De'Aaron Fox just plays like he just want everybody else to somewhat eat. He's not like how he was in, say, Sacramento when he had to be like at least one of the best scorers. And I feel like it's the same way with somewhat Wemby. No one has to really go super duper crazy. Wemby don't got to go crazy. Fox, Stephon, whoever, it could be a collective group, and it looks like that. Like, I think De'Aaron Fox, to an extent, is like, hey, if Stephon Castle, hey, you could get it going. Dylan Harper, when you come in, you could get it going. You know, that's what it looks like so far. But I do agree with you. Like, we do need, like, if they do play the Nuggets, we're going to need, like, a 20-point per game score in that series with De'Aaron Fox. We're going to need that.
Okay. Don't let the Lakers get swept by OKC. Come on, man. You know that's gonna happen. If the Lakers make it out this round, they're sweeping. OKC is sweeping though, for sure.
Hey, they said Luka, if they do make it, he'll come back in either game 3 or 4.
It's gonna be too late by then, because Luka's gonna be rusty. He'll be rusty. That's if he comes back game 3. He'll be rusty. He ain't really got no shots up. Well, I don't know what he's doing in his off time, but and then come out to play playoff basketball. Luke Dort, dirty ass guarding you, man. I don't know. Okay, East feels irrelevant. Whoever wins Western Conference gonna win it all. Yeah, I think we said that.
Now that Boston get their shit together.
You think that Boston could be OKC or
I think they got a chance,
or Spurs?
I'm more realistic on they could beat the Spurs than OKC.
What about Denver? You think they could beat Denver?
I think that this different team. Yes, they could beat Denver. Yes.
And then Jalen Durant max contract hurts the championship window.
You think his value been down since he been asked this playoffs?
Yeah, because playoffs is where you make your money. I mean, they still gonna pay him because he's an all-star. He played really good, during the regular season. But the playoffs is where you make your money at. I still think he gonna get the max contract regardless. Now, does it hurt their championship window? It depends on how much they gonna pay him. It honestly depends on how much they gonna pay him, how much that max contract is actually worth. But I don't think if they can go get out there and go get another star, I don't really think it hurts their championship window. They gotta go get another. They gotta go either get another star or another 20-point per game score to be player next to Cade.
Let me see what his max contract could be. Go on to the next comment if there is one.
No, that was the last one.
Oh, there is? Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Yeah, man, Jalen Durant. Let me see. I think it is like it could potentially be a 200 mil though. Is he worth that? 200 plus?
Ooh. They said
especially he'll make all NBA team.
Yeah, if he gets an all NBA selection, it could be up to 287. And then 287. And then if he doesn't get a all NBA, he can get 239.
That's still a lot.
I ain't gonna lie, if I'm them,
That's 57
Ooh,
a year if he
if
gets the
I'm
All
them,
NBA.
I don't think he worth 200, but just based off the season he had at the lowest, I mean at the highest, I would try to get him 200 even, but I would try to give him something around that 180, 190. I would try to see if he'd take a pay cut because that 240, that's a lot of bread.
The same thing with Austin Reeves, man. You try to get as much money as you can. That's what I'm trying to do. If I can get, do I think 280? That's if he makes All NBA. I think he's getting 200 though. I think they will sign him to at least 200 plus. Now, if he doesn't 240, that's 48 a year. Eh, eh. But I mean, I can go off like, yes, he's been bad this playoffs, but like he did have an All NBA year technically. I can't like take that away from him. Like he was great in the regular season. Playoffs, different story.
If you can get him for 200, that's good. If you can get him for 190, 180, that's even better. Because if you get him for 200, you potentially save 40 mil right there.
All right, man. Let's move on to Raptors Cavs. Raptors fall back. They've evened the series at 2-2. But yesterday, the Cavs came alive and now are up 3-2 in this series. Brandon Ingram did get hurt. But what is your thoughts on this Cavs and Raptors playoff series?
Brandon Ingram is playing like boo boo, and the same stuff that we give James Harden, we got to give Brandon Ingram. Well, James Harden just doesn't show up in the big game, but Brandon Ingram has not shown up at all since he's been in the playoffs. And to be honest with you, the Raptors are playing better without him. Um, the Raptors, they're a big, gritty team. I think that they've been sending the games they won. They've been sending two at Donovan Mitchell. Well, damn near every game they've been sending two at Donovan Mitchell and James Harden because Donovan Mitchell really hasn't had a good series. He's been hit or miss
He's been ass.
every game. But that's because they're sending two of them and they're doubling them and they blitzing them, and they making it hard for him to score. Um, but with James, this last game, bro, I know we talk about how James don't show up in big games, but bro, there's no way that you take 2 to 3 shots in the second half. There's no way, dog. You and Donovan Mitchell are arguably the two best players on that team. And you take 3 shots in the entire second half. Now coming out that half, they were down, but Donovan Mitchell, he went crazy in that third quarter, which helped them come back. That third and fourth is the reason why they outscored them. That's the reason why they came back. Um, but in this series, Mobley needs to show up, bro. Mobley is the missing piece. And he's the X factor because when Mobley play bad, they play bad. He had a good game last game, and that's a big reason why they won. Um, but yeah, the Raptors, they're playing really great defense. They just can't get any scoring from anywhere else. If they had quickly, I don't know if the Cavs win this series. If we being honest, because the Raptors have fought hard every single game, and they really don't have no perimeter scoring. And now, if you have quickly there, that opens up the floor for Brandon Ingram. That opens up the floor for Scotty. That opens up the floor for RJ to drive. And so I feel like missing quickly is a big thing, but I wouldn't have thought that the Raptors would have. I wouldn't have ever thought that the series would have been 3-2 right now. I honestly thought that it could have been 4-1, but credit to the Raptors, they're playing great defense on Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, and like I said, Mobley needs to step up if they want to win this series. Mobley has to step up. He has to.
You ain't bring up Jared Allen either. His ass, he been garbage too.
Yeah, he's been boo boo.
I ain't gonna lie, all these niggas been boo boo. Like, let's be honest. Is and last game, you gotta give some credit to Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder gave you 19 off the bench. Thought he played great. I thought he played good for what he did for the Cavs in Game 5. I'm not shocked that it's 2-2 because I felt like the Raptors
3-2.
had the length in the defense. 3-2, my bad. 3-2 because I thought the Raptors had the length in the defense and to a degree. Well, not bigger, but they definitely had the length on the team to give the Cavs some problems. Now, did I feel like Donovan Mitchell was going to stink this hoe up? No, I didn't think he was gonna stick this whole up like this. Yo,
Was he good?
what's good, brother? We talking about the Cavs and Raptors here, so you could just hop on in
All right.
when I finish. But now though, like, bro, the Raptors, their offense sucks. But they make enough good they make good enough plays to stay in the game and to win. Like they did in game 3 and especially in game 4. Game 4 was terrible. From both sides, that game 4 was bad. The offense was nasty. Nobody could hit anything. I'm just looking at Donovan Mitchell just pick up a score. Mobley act like he don't know what to do. And Jared Allen is just at this point just out there just getting cardio in. And last game, I mean, Mobley played great. I give Mobley credit in game 5. He played great. But Jared Allen got to do something, bro. Like, if we're being honest, take out game 5. Colin Boyles is outplaying Mobley and Jared Allen.
Yeah, he's been playing really good.
Them, literally.
He's playing really good.
He is literally outplaying one of probably the best front courts in the NBA. One rookie is doing that. That should not be happening. I'm tired of, bro. When I watch Mobley, I'll be like, bro, are you gonna get better? Are you going to get better? He doesn't do anything. But if the Cavs want to close out game 6, we need a Donovan Mitchell masterclass game. You can't be out here breaking up a storm. You just can't because the Raptors are shown, hey, if we keep it close, we damn near can beat y'all in this. And so far, you guys can't win it. You guys can't win in Toronto. So that atmosphere in Canada is just crazy. So if I had to choose now, I think it's going 7. I truly believe it's going 7. And it will go back to Cleveland.
Yeah, I had it going 7 before the series started. I think I took Toronto for the upset too. And then the fact that the Cavs struggle with Toronto with Ingram playing 11 minutes due to injury, that's why I can't trust this team to win a championship. They don't even have Brandon Ingram, who he's been ass, but they don't even have their primary scorer on the team, and y'all still struggling with them. RJ Barrett had like 25. The Raptors just couldn't close that game, but if neither team, it's going to 7 because Cavs can't win on the road. I think did Scotty Barnes get hurt late?
His knee. His knee.
I think he'll play in game 6. But if it's not too bad, he'll be there. But I think but I'm not surprised it's going to 7. I'm just surprised by the last game with no Ingram and how much the Cavs struggled. It's like, y'all came back from double digits, but the Raptors still kept it close for a good majority of that game.
I mean, hey, look, Charles been saying it from damn near the summertime. These
Fraud
niggas some
alert.
frauds. Niggas some
Fraud
frauds.
alert.
They some frauds, bro. Y'all know what's so funny? If everything works out perfectly, we could potentially get a Raptors Magic. One of those teams could go to the conference finals.
That's nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's nasty.
Raptors.
Would that be the worst offensive series of all time?
Yes.
It'd be up there. But this Pistons Magic ain't no better. This Pistons Magic series ain't no better offensively.
What's crazy is I think Orlando would actually score a lot that series because who gonna stop Paulo? I don't think nobody on the Raptors because you can put Scotty on them, but I don't think Scotty can stop Paulo.
I think the Raptors been beating their ass this year.
That'd actually be entertaining second round. I kind of want to see that.
I mean,
know. That's nasty. That's nasty work.
Think about it. Y'all don't think that'll be entertaining?
No, I need Jamal Moses to get up out of that too. So if he goes to the second round,
if he wins, hey, they looking like, hey, we might not fire you, brother. You beat the 1 seed.
Nah, dog. He still got to go.
What's crazy is
if he don't make the Eastern Conference Finals, he has to go. That's the only way.
What's crazy is Orlando should have been playing like this the whole season. Like they don't feel like an 8 seed to me. That's what's so weird about this.
Yeah, I just said that too. Like this ain't no average 8 seed, bro. They 8 seed because injuries, and they really haven't. All their good players just hasn't played a lot of games together this year.
Yeah. And also for the Pistons, if K got to drop 45 against a Franceless Magic, that's bad. These niggas need a secondary score. Get Devin Booker somehow.
Hey man,
Hey,
you gotta put
influencer,
him on
just
the
like I
roster.
told Shield, and y'all was on my ass during that watch party. Kept asking me how the hell the Pistons are #1 seed with an okay roster. This is
I still
why.
don't remember saying that. If we're being honest.
I mean, the East was wide open, so
But again, no one thought Jalen Duran was gonna be getting dicked down by Wendell. No one thought that. Thought he at least played better.
Jalen Duren was averaging 18 in the regular season. How the nigga can't make a bucket?
I don't even think he averaging 15. I think he averaging like 12.
He's not averaging 15.
I think he
Nah,
averaging like 12.
Yeah, he rallied around because he had 2 games. So he was like at 11, then 12, and the other two was 8 and 9. I don't feel like doing the math.
He probably only averaging around like 10, 11 then.
Yeah.
Man, look, bro. Give me the Magic only because I want to see Charles cry. That's it. I just want to see Charles cry. That's all I care about. I really don't care about the Magic, but if I can see Charles come up here and crash out, I'm cool with it. That's all I care about.
As long as I get to see more playoff Paulo, I don't mind. He's at Jalen Duren is a buns. He's averaging 10 points. Averaging 10 points.
Yeah, I know it's like 10 or 11. I ain't showing up. If they lose, I ain't showing up.
You better show up. Now you got to face the music, brother. Just like how if somehow the Celtics
saxophones, boy.
If somehow the Celtics blow this series, I'm gonna show up anyway. And that's the next thing we go. Well, unless y'all got anything else about the Raptors and the Cavs. I mean, I think it's going 7. I think the Raptors can definitely force a game 7. Like the Cavs just show me every year. I'll go ahead.
I think Donovan gonna close it out. I think Donovan gonna have a master class and he gonna close it out.
Bro, he's been.
I think him and Evan Mobley gonna show up and they gonna close it out.
I already have.
And then in Game 6, we know what James Harden gonna do.
You see, I ain't mention them. I said Evan Mobley.
You don't need to mention because you already know. You already know. But let's talk about the next team. Celtics, Sixers. Celtics was up 3-1. Went on the road to win 2 games in Philly. Next game. Real quick. Joel Embiid did come back in Game 4, played pretty decent, but in Game 5 he had a masterclass, and they won the game to put the series at 3-2. So I do want to ask you guys, what's y'all thoughts so far on this Celtics and Sixers playoff series?
With Joel being back, well, first off, that Game 4 he came back. The only reason why they lost by 30 is because they was trying to get Joel involved too much, and then not having him them first couple of games. It threw off they whole offense and they team chemistry and everything. But Game 5, having them back, I think that they all knew where their spots was gonna be, where they're gonna get their shots from. And Joel played amazing. If Joel was here from the get-go, from Game 1, I don't know if Boston would be up 3-2 right now. I don't know if it could be tied or they can be up 3-2. Because Joel is just that dominant because nobody on their team can really guard him. And then what he brings defensively, that Game 5 defensively, he was moving everywhere. He stopped drives. When he switched on to Jaylen Brown a couple of times, he stopped him from driving and getting shots up. So Joel Embiid is a big impact for this Philly team. I think that was a Game 6. They at home, right? They at home, Game
Philly,
6, right?
Yeah, they play tonight.
I think they win. I think they win tonight. I think they saw the recipe to win. And I think it goes 7.
Jason Tatum came back and became Bill Russell. He always got double-digit rebounds, so shout out to him. But the thing I'm saying with the Celtics is they can't win a championship if Derek White keeps playing like this. Yep. His offense has been terrible. He's averaging 8 points on 29% from the field, 21% from 3. He's still giving you the defense, which we know Derek White going to give you that. You always going to expect him to give you good defense. But if he's averaging 8 points as the third option and can't make a fucking 3, they aren't winning anything. I do think the Celtics can close it, but I think it's going to come down to Tatum and Brown. I think they can carry this game and get them to the second round. But if Derek White keeps playing like this, they aren't going far. And then Embiid, him being back is great, and him being aggressive too. He was 0 of 5 from 3 by halftime. didn't take a single three after that, and dominated that second half. That's what an MVP is supposed to do, and he did his thing. Maxey he's been solid this series, and it's 3-2. But I got the Celtics closing it tonight.
Maxey always plays well against them. He not scared. That's the one thing I like about Maxey. He not scared.
I ain't gonna lie. The 2 games Boston lost, they couldn't hit a lick from 3. But the games they won, they dominated from 3. We talk about it all the time. They live and die by the 3. If we're being honest, in game 5, they were damn near in control of the game. But when they got to that fourth quarter, they brick every single thing imaginable. And it's like, man, if they could just hit some damn shots, they probably win that game, and they don't have to play a game 6 tonight. Joel Embiid dominated. I ain't mad at it because, I know he was going to dominate. Who going to guard him? Vucevic and Kata, they can't do shit with him. And like Influential said, Derek White been garbage. He been worse than Jalen Durant. If we're talking about straight up just starter players, Derek White got to be the worst player so far in the playoffs as a starter. He got to be. He's definitely top 3. Easily top 3.
Offensively, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, offensive-wise, he's definitely top 3. He's been ass. He's been like, Peyton Pritchard has clearly been better than you. Clearly.
Derek White might be one. For a guy that was averaging 18, to average 8 points on 29% from the field, I'm like, man, where did shot go?
Bro, Charles kind of brung it up a decent amount of times this year. Like, he hasn't been, like, really good this year. He's been decent, but he ain't been, like, great, like, this whole year.
At least in the regular season, it's like you can excuse it a little bit because it's a heavier load with no Tatum. But now with Tatum back, it's no excuse in the playoffs.
But his confidence is gone because, like, he went from the 3rd option to the number 2 option. So that's a lot of pressure on him to be that second guy to help you score. And then he wasn't doing that. And then even if you do get Tatum back, it's like your shot ain't been falling all season. And now you just got to try and find him during the playoffs. Like, that's kind of hard to do.
So he had a little time in the regular season. With Tatum being back, he getting more looks. But I see what you're saying. But he getting more looks with Tatum being back. So
in game 1, 10 points, 4 for 10, 2 for 7 from 3. Game 2, 8 points, 3 for 12, 2 for 10 from 3. Game 3, 11 points, 3 for 12, 1 from 8 from 3. Game 4, 6 points, 2 for 5, 2 for 4 from 3. Game 5, 6 points, 2 for 8, 0 for 4 from 3. He's been ass. He's been garbage, bro. Look, are the Celtics gonna go cold from 3 again in back-to-back games? From what it looks like, I doubt it. Like, they're gonna hit 3s, bro. And the Sixers, in their 2 games they won, they've actually outshooted them from 3. That's been the recipe. If they hit their 3s, they damn near unstoppable. But if they don't, they look like a trash ass team.
Yeah, but we also got to consider that Embiid missed those first 3, and so him being back, like that's gonna be huge for them. Even if Embiid was terrible and took the Celtics, but having him back, that's definitely big for the 76ers.
If he was there, I think they would have split in Boston. They would have split. No, they already split because they won game 2, didn't they? Yeah, they won game 2. They would have won one of them games in Philly.
But that's my thing, though. Outside, if you want to take away game 4, in game 3, that game was close. It's just when it came down to it, the stars just showed up. Obviously, Jason Tatum hit the game, the go-ahead bucket, the go-ahead 3 in game 3. And then in game 4, they just beat their ass. And Joel Embiid did play. And then it's be so funny when I be talking about, like, everybody was talking about how, man, Joel Embiid, why you come back? You should have come off the bench. You slowed down the offense. Then he go crazy in game 5. In game 5, now everybody's silent. Let the man just hoop, bro. This is his game. Let him hoop. And I'm glad that he was able to go down low. And like Influential said, he was over 5 from 3. He never shot a 3 again. He just went down low, punished them, and was deadly from mid-range. And if Paul George can give you like a decent game, they'll be okay. VJ, a rookie. It is what it is. He's going to have those. He's going to have a masterclass like he did game 2, but then he's going to have some bad games. But I trust the stars on the Celtics more. I trust Jason Tatum to get his act together, Jaylen Brown, and maybe Derek White shows up tonight. Maybe. I hope. Because if Derek White don't do it, like, I mean, it might go game 7, but if y'all don't got nothing else, I do want to ask, who wins tonight though for the Celtics and the Sixers? Who wins tonight?
Sixers.
Celtics in overtime.
Oh, you think it's an overtime game?
Yeah.
I'm picking the Celtics. I would not be shocked if they blew their ass out though. I wouldn't be shocked, bro. They gotta stop playing. Like the Celtics play with they fool too much, bro. The only I saw somebody say the only people that can beat the Celtics is the Thunder, the Spurs, and the Celtics. Those the only teams. They're damn selves. But I mean, we saw it last year. The 3-pointer betrayed them against the Knicks, and most likely they go face the Knicks again. So, I feel like the Celtics, they just gotta get their act together, and then they can easily win this. They can win this today and move on. Last series, the Knicks and the Hawks. Last time we spoke, the Knicks were down 2-1. Knicks came back, win game 4, and then last game, the Knicks blew their ass out. Probably the best game all series by the Knicks. And now the Knicks are up 3-2. And I think they play tonight. I think game 6 is tonight. Yep, game 6 is tonight. And the Knicks look to close this series out. They're favored by 3. So far, what's y'all thoughts on this Knicks and Hawks series?
I think that the biggest difference is Cat playing well these last 2 games. And then them 2 games that they won, the Hawks won at home. CJ played well. They turned up the defense on CJ these last 2 games, and CJ hasn't really been that effective. And then, like I said, Cat has been playing really well. He's been aggressive. Even though he didn't get over 20 last game, it was how he impacted the game in other areas, as far as rebounding, and then passing, and then his defense. He had 2 steals and 2 blocks last game. So I think that was the big reason, because they was dominating them the entire game. But if you get this aggressive cat that's doing a little bit of everything, I think the Knicks can be really deadly. And like I said, them shutting down CJ was a big thing for them, because outside of CJ, nobody else can get them any offense. Jalen Johnson, he had a better game, but he hasn't been the Jalen Johnson we've seen in the regular season. Nikhil hasn't really been doing anything. Dyson Daniels finally had a good game, but we're not going to rely on that. So they cut the head off the snake, and this is what happens.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson's been amazing. 39 points, 8 assists in the last game. So yeah, him leading that team, like I don't expect nothing less. And like everything you said about the Knicks with Cat and them, that's true. For the Hawks, I just think it comes down to inexperience in this series, which they'll play really well for a team that doesn't have much experience. Like CJ, he went cold the last game. It's like you got a group of young guys who's they're gonna be there for the next few years to come. Kuminga's been a great piece off the bench. He's been solid. I think he'll have a good game tonight. And then it's like you got Jalen Johnson, Nikhil, etc. Those guys, like they haven't been great, but I just think it's due to inexperience. I think a few more years with this core and they'll be fine. But them losing to the Knicks, there's no shame in that. They just went to the conference finals last year, so.
I'm not gonna lie. I did predict that Jalen Johnson was gonna have a masterclass game. I think that was in game 3. But overall in this series, he hasn't been like all-star Jalen Johnson. He hasn't really been like, yeah, he's been average. Kuminga showed some flashes here and there. He had that nasty dunk the other day, though. I give him credit on that. But this was the Knicks' best game. They looked like the better team. Like, everybody and their mama felt like, man, the Knicks, they got Cat, you got OG, you got Jalen Brunson, you got Mikhail. Mikhail been sticking it up, but he was okay the last couple of games, whatever. But, I mean, you got the 2 best players in the series, and you guys are low-key in the battle, and maybe tonight CJ shows up and force a game 7. I just feel like the Knicks have been babying them, and I think me and Charles talked about it. I think it was last week. It was like, hey, should they go more to like the Mitchell Robinson Cat combo? They've done it decent amount of times, like, because they're just bigger than them. They are bigger than them. There's times when Jalen Johnson has to play center because they don't have a reliable backup big. Okongwu has showed flashes, but he's too small. He's just too small. And the Hawks, at least so far, they look like an inexperienced team, but there is a slight chance they could force a game 7 though against the Knicks. But I still wouldn't pick them because I don't see them winning another game in the Garden, even if it does go game 7. I still don't see it, bro.
Because they play really well at home.
Yeah, well, outside the game, what was that, 4? Because game 4, they got their ass whooped too. Like, I just feel like Jalen Johnson has got to be more consistent. And then the kill, he has to be like, you was an MIP, bro. You got to play a little bit better. Like, that's really all it is with this team. But Jalen Brunson, he was great in game 5. He was amazing. Like 39 influence, 39 to 8. I think Kaz actually played pretty good this whole series. I think he's been playing pretty good. Like, he ain't been dropping, say, like 25 and stuff. But I think overall, like, this series, he's been playing pretty good. But I ain't gonna lie though. Like I said, I would pick the Hawks to win tonight though. I would pick them. I think they got a chance being at home. I just don't see them winning game 7 in the Garden. I just don't see it, really. But if Jalen Johnson gives us a game, they got it. They got it. Influential, since you wasn't here for basically the Western Conference, I want to ask you what was your thoughts on basically all the Western Conference series. I do want to ask you that. What's your thoughts on just all of them? Suns, Thunder, and all of them, etc.
OKC sweep, that's pretty much expected. I mean, I do give the Suns credit. That last game was semi-competitive. It was probably the best they played, but they ran a small-ass lineup. You're not winning against Chet and Ihart with that lineup. So the Suns got to make some. If I'm the Suns, you do need a point guard, though, because the Booker, you're relying on Booker to do everything, so you do need a point guard. But the Suns had a really good season. After not making the playoffs, getting rid of Kevin Durant, then getting to the playoffs this year and competing with OKC in at least one game. So, and J-Dub, that's always hurt. I don't know what to say at this point.
You think he'd be back in for this next round? They say he week to week, though. He has a grade 1 hamstring.
And probably not. Hamstring is tricky. He might play, but I think he'll miss the first couple of games.
Do they need him against either the Lakers or the Rockets, though?
No. They can probably win without him, but we'll see. The Spurs and Blazers, that was cool. Gave me flashback to 2019 when they had to lead in like 3 of those games and kept blowing it. So, like, this series could have been a 6-game series, but the Blazers couldn't hold the lead. So just like 2019, with Dame on the team too, he was just on the sidelines this time. But the Blazers they're a fun team to watch. They just couldn't hold the lead. And then Castle and Harper, they went off in game 3 or 2 without Wemby. Yeah, game 3. So they did their thing. The Spurs, got to give them credit being a young team, being a young 60-win team, which a lot of people didn't expect. So them getting that win, and they did it in 5, won one game without Wemby. And when Wemby was there, it's like he didn't have to take a lot of shots in that final game because that's how the team plays. He had like 6 blocks in that game, had a double-double. So that Spurs team, they can definitely go deep. The Blazers, they fun. They're gonna be exciting to watch. Scoot Henderson dropped 30 and decided to not know how to play basketball again. So I kind of hate Scoot for that, but it's whatever. The Lakers, Tari Eason is not that damn good. I don't know what we're doing, but that nigga's pissing me off. Anybody else, cool, but Tari Eason, he's not that damn talented. But yeah, at least the only positive of us losing back-to-back games is that except Luka be healthy, more than likely for the OKC series, which we'll probably lose anyways. But Luke Kennard I don't know what happened to him. He's just been terrible the last 2 games. Reeves came back. He just coming back from injury, so I'm not too mad at him. But I like that he's taking the shots. But I figured bringing him back would have threw off the rhythm, which it did. And then LeBron committed his least amount of turnovers in that game with just 2. But he did shoot 0-6 from 3, and 2 of which were in crunch time. So it's what me and Thompson, he was all right. He was great defensively. Him, Reed, Shepard, and Jabari, they all played great defense in that last game. So I got to give them credit for that. The more I look at this Rockets team and series, it's like you should have never got Kevin Durant. You could have ran back the same course last year because adding Kevin Durant, Fred VanVleet gets injured, and then he decides, oh, you know what? We don't need a point guard, which clearly you do. You might come back from 3-0, which cool, but you don't have a point guard. And this team was better than they had the same record last year. And then you added one of the greatest scorers of all time. And he says, you know what? I played with point guards all my career. Now I don't need one. That don't make sense. But I think the Lakers are closer than 6. I think Luke Kennard finally had a 3 again. That'll help us win. The Timberwolves and Nuggets, Jokic is soft. That unwritten rule is BS. Play better defense, buddy.
Hey, what? Now Jokic soft.
Yeah, what? He gonna get upset because somebody's
Oh, yeah.
He gonna get mad at Jay McDaniels for broken an unwritten rule, and then you want to taunt who he taunted some random in the other game. I'm like, okay, that's just weird. But Jokic, he had a triple-double in the last game, so he went off what he needed to, but still got to give Rudy Gobert credit because he's been great defensively. Like, it was just like Jokic got off that one game, but overall, Rudy's had a really good series. Ayo DeSumo has been great. Like, even before the 43-point game, he had 25 before that. And then he just had 18 the last game. I just wish he would have been more aggressive because I think he could have took more than 14 shots. But with Ant being out, that sucks because it's like if he going to miss multiple weeks, the Spurs whooping that ass in about 5 games. And that's assuming they get out the first round. But I still think it's a possibility that they can win even without Ant. And then Aaron Gordon, he's still been injured, which has been a lingering thing throughout the entire season.
That's all there was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 2 more things, then we will go. Influential, you was at the NFL draft. I saw your short. 34K. I think it's at 37K now. Congratulations on that. Didn't know you was an Eagles fan. I see why I fucked with you. Didn't know that. Did you like what the Eagles did in the draft, though? Did you like it? I do want to ask that question.
The Mekhi Lemon pick or overall?
Just that pick and just overall in general. Overall.
I think overall it was cool. I think I really like the safety we got from Texas Tech, Cole Winsky. I think that's how you say it. I thought that was a really good pick for us. Then it was the tackle we got from Miami, Markel Bell in the 3rd round. Those are probably 2 of my favorite picks. The Mekhi Lemon pick, I wasn't necessarily mad at because he, in my opinion, he's the most talented receiver in the draft. It's just I see if we have a problem with A.J. Brown's attitude, it's like I don't think bringing in Mekhi Lemon is the best idea. So that one I'm kind of indifferent on. Also don't know why we drafted a quarterback because who the hell is Cole Peyton and why is he on the team? We drafted a quarterback for no reason. Because there was a few picks. It was like, it don't make sense because we didn't get a safety till like the 7th round. And that was making me mad because we needed a safety, especially after losing, Blankenship. So we did get the safety who I liked, but it's like, damn, it took forever to get him. And we took a quarterback and a running back for no reason. And a nigga who never played football. If that's the case, I might.
No, but he's like, he one of them freaking
measurement wise, yeah.
Freaking natures, bro. But I mean, he's a 6th round pick, so it's like, what you gonna give him the 6th? You might as well just take a risk on him. Might as well.
No, it's low risk, high reward, but it's like taking a guy that never played football. It's like I get it, he's big, but like all they told me is that he's fast. Like it's no, I don't even see him holding a football. You can even show me a picture of him holding a football. No, overall,
that one football workout he did, that man looked like a Myles Garrett, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
Y'all still ain't winning nothing.
You said what?
Y'all still ain't winning nothing.
Okay. I would give him a B though. I think the Eagles overall class, I give it a B. We also have 11 receivers for some reason, including AJ Brown.
He's gone, so we can forget about him. He's gone.
That might not be true because even if he goes, I don't think New England's where he's going anymore. Because Raywood's been cheating with that woman for years now, so that might not be happening. He might not be going.
Who cares that he been?
So y'all think y'all got a roster to win the Super Bowl next year?
Yes. Have you looked at have you just even looked at the roster? It's a yes or no question.
Okay.
Have you looked at the roster, bro?
I have nothing to say.
You haven't looked at the roster, bro.
I haven't had nothing. I don't have nothing to say. Y'all think y'all can win the Super Bowl? Okay, we gonna see.
We'll win the division again, but as far as the Super Bowl, it just depends on how Lemon develops. If Lemon isn't, because Devontae Smith gonna be our one now, which I'm fine with that. He was our one last year, anyways.
He was our one his rookie year when Jalen Hurts got to start to be good. Then we obviously
that was his first.
That was his rookie year.
First full season started.
Yeah, and then we drafted, and then we traded for AJ Brown literally that offseason. So it's like he's bro. Smitty is probably, if we're being honest, he's probably like the best number 2 in the league. You can argue best number 2 in the league. So I'm not upset if he's number 1. Me personally, Mekhi Lemon, I'm cool with it because we know AJ Brown's gonna be gone. We did sign. We traded for Dontavian Wicks. Marquise Brown it's whatever at this point. Like, I just feel like we just needed another receiver, and the fact that Mekhi Lemon was literally like either 1, 2, or 3 best receiver in the league. I mean, in the draft, and we got him at 20. I feel like you can't beat that. You really can't beat that. Because if we're being honest, maybe the Rams could have drafted him at number 13. That's another story. They draft Ty Simpson, but we got him at 20.
No, who else could have took him? The Chiefs. They traded down for a defensive back. No, they traded up. I was like, that was.
Oh, you talking about Mansour Dwayne? Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, you could have. Yeah, but I think the 2 best receivers went at 20 and 24. Because I think Conception going to the Browns, I thought that was a great pick too.
Oh, I thought it was a great pick.
Yeah.
Damn, what background noise? I thought that was a great pick. I thought Casey Conception was great. Yes, Charles, we have a roster to go to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Do the Bears have a roster to go to the Super Bowl? Do they?
We'll see.
I think they could. I like the center they drafted out of Iowa, Logan Jones. He's gonna be nice.
I like the safety too, because the Bears needed some. They need some safeties, bro. From Oregon, he's good. He's good. But my thing is, when it comes to the Bears, is Luther Burden up to the task to be the legit number 2? I'm asking you. I'm asking the Bears fan. I'm asking.
I think he can. Yeah, I think he can.
Okay. I don't want you to come up here and say, man, like everybody. Nah, I ain't even gonna do it. Let me stop.
I don't want you coming up here talking about all these excuses of why y'all didn't make it to the bowl.
If we lose, I mean.
Yeah, look, ain't no if we lose, then we just lose. Nah,
but like I said, we go every year. We go every other year. And we drafted Eli Stowers. We needed another tight end. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool with what we did. I'm actually cool with what the Eagles did. We're being honest. I do want to do a keep 3 cut 5 with y'all. Then we could go. I was waiting for Influential to do this because he was gone. Obviously, the draft, whatever. I want to do a keep 3 cut 5 with NFL quarterbacks, though. You two got to team up again. So,
cool.
I do. So, we're going to do quarterbacks. Keep 3 cut 5 NFL quarterbacks. The first guy is Justin Herbert.
The Mr. Hypothetical.
I love Justin Herbert, man. I know he be selling the playoffs, but I love him.
Keep 3, cut 5. I say we keep him. My gut telling me to keep him.
Yeah.
All right, we keeping Justin Herbert. Next guy, Sam Darnold.
Cut.
And cut.
Damn, that was fast. Jesus. Next guy, Brock Purdy.
And cut.
Yeah, cut.
Damn, that's fast. Jesus Christ. Next guy, Joe Burrow.
Keep.
Influential. Wait, who you say?
I said Joe Burrow.
Oh, I ain't hear you. Oh, keep. Keep Burrow.
Next guy, Bo Nix.
How many names we got left?
You guys have 3 names left.
Including Bo Nix or
1,
not
2,
including him?
Oh shit. Oh no. Actually, I tweaked. Should have added one more. I'll add another one real quick. But y'all cutting or keeping Bo Nix?
How many we got left with him?
Well, if with him, it'll be 4. I gotta add one more person.
Cut.
Yeah, we can cut Bo.
You know what? I'll put him in here. Next name, CJ Stroud.
Cut.
Damn.
It's 3 more. Well, 2 more if we cut him.
Yep. 2 more if you cut. So y'all cut CJ Stroud. Okay. Next name, Matthew Stafford.
And keep.
Keep, yeah.
All right. This was easy, man. I should have made this harder. Okay, you guys kept Justin Herbert, you kept Joe Burrow, and you kept Matthew Stafford. You cut Sam Darnold, you cut Brock Purdy, you cut Bo Nix, you cut CJ Stroud, and the last guy you cut was Bryce Young. So, pretty good.
For sure.
That's cool.
You crazy. Bryce Young was good last year. You're crazy. Stop it.
He was, but is it just based off of last year? Or?
Come on.
Well, it's just kind of like overall.
So, yeah.
Stop it, bro. If it wasn't for that defense, Bryce Young would have beaten the Rams. Stop it. We know Bryce Young. Bryce Young FC, we over here, bro. We over here. All right, last one. We go do keep 3, cut 5 NBA centers. The first name is Bam Adebayo.
Did he play in the Wizards?
That's crazy.
Out of 8 names, 3 centers. Ooh. I know you ain't got all the best centers in there. I say we keep him.
Yeah, he had a good season overall though. We can keep Bam.
Yeah, I say we keep him.
We are keeping Bam Adebayo. Next name, Alperen Şengün.
Oh my God. I know he ain't got no Joel Embiid, Jokic, or Wemby. I know he ain't got 3 of them in there. I know that for a fact.
He could though.
Cause it's still 7 more names with 6 more names. Ooh, and then that'd be kind of crazy that we only got 1 spot left. Nah, I say cut him.
Yeah, we can cut him.
Next name, Donovan Clingan.
Cut.
Yeah, we can cut Clingan.
Next name, Jared Allen.
Before, but we got 4 more left.
Yeah, depending on what you do, man.
No, I say we cut him.
Y'all cut Jared Allen?
Yeah, cut Jared Allen.
All righty. Next name, Nemes Keita.
Keita.
Who's
been you good defense.
Yeah, well.
Does he give you good defense? So.
I mean, he been good. I'm just saying.
We gotta cut him too.
All right, we're cutting Keita.
Do we?
Cause how many names we got left?
If depending on him, y'all have 3 more names.
It's somebody in there better than Keita. It's 2 more names in there better than Keita.
Well, you only got 1 keep, so.
All right, we'll see.
Oh, y'all cutting? Okay. Next name, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Keep.
All right, we are keeping Cat. Next name, Wendell Carter Jr.
We got 2 names left.
Well, after this,
Yeah,
it'll be
including
one.
him. Yeah,
This will
including
be
Wendell
one.
too.
Mhm. I mean, he is out playing Jalen Duren right now, so that got to count for something.
Y'all cutting? What we doing?
My gut say cut him. I feel like the last name gonna be better than him.
I don't know. I mean, he out playing the All-Star center any day.
That's just
Angel
the playoffs. That's just the playoffs. What do he do during the regular season?
I mean, he was the playoffs mean more.
I think it's a better name, Jay.
All
right. You guys cut Alperen Sengun. Cut
We should
Donovan
have kept him
Clingan.
on.
Cut Nemes Keita. You cut Jared Allen. You cut Wendell Carter Jr. You kept Bam Adebayo. You kept Karl-Anthony Towns. And the last person you kept, Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, see? All right. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
Every time influential on here, we gonna do a lot of keep three cut fives. But if nobody else, well, I did see something. Well, it was about John Moran. Ain't nobody worried about him. So that's real quick. Influential. What's your thoughts on the new tanking rule? I mean the new playoff lottery thing. What's your thoughts on it?
Pretty bad. I don't like it.
Ain't nobody like that shit.
Because this is what's funny about it, right? The Rockets went 41-41. They missed the playoffs by 3 games. They got the 3rd pick. That's how they got Reed Shepherd. The Hawks were in the play, and it's like a 10 seed with like 38, 39 wins. They got the 1st pick, got Zachary Richardson, who was terrible. So you're telling me you're implementing this new rule as if we haven't seen teams with 40, damn near 43 wins, damn near in the playoffs, already get top 5, top 3 picks? What's the point of changing it? So it's like those bad teams, it's like none of bad teams, they can't get better. How are they going to get better? Free agency? Who the hell wants to live in D.C.? They're not acquiring free agents. They have to trade for Trae Young and Anthony Davis, and they had to draft Alex Sarr and Bilal Coulibaly. Nobody's seeking out, oh, yeah, let me go play in Washington. It's a cool city, but nobody's living there for a full season.
I know somebody that would. He right here. He right on this panel. Charles. He'll live there.
What? In
He'll
DC?
live in DC. Yeah.
If they
You
pay
don't
me.
care. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they pay you don't care.
But it's hard for them smaller markets to acquire somebody. Like who? Like who's trying to play in Utah? Jaren Jackson don't want to be there.
No, nobody want to be there.
Hey, if they start winning, he want to be there.
I don't even think that could save him.
All right. Well, that's it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to Full Court Entertainment Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to hear me, Charles, and Influential Yap, we're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And on there, make sure you guys leave us a 5-star review. Thank you for Influential for popping up on the last hour. And make sure you guys go follow him on all his social media platforms. You can name them.
Follow me on YouTube and TikTok at Influential Sports and on Instagram at Threads at the Paradox Ed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But maybe we have more watch parties in the future. We'll figure that out at a later time. But for now, the playoffs are here. We got a lot of game 6s for the next couple of days. We're going to see who gets eliminated or who keeps their season alive. But until then, we will see you guys next time. See you guys later.
Peace.